Everybody, welcome to the stream. It's all of us. Not all of us. It's a lie. There's no Tuesday Grey. We don't know where she is. She hasn't showed up. Hopefully she's okay, but we're just going to sit and talk and maybe do a level up because we're all going to level up.
Yeah, we can.
And hopefully she shows up. Hopefully she's just asleep or something not bad. Hi, everyone else, including people in the stream. I don't know how to do it. I'm the worst. Imagine if I had to do anything sincere in my life.
Oh my god.
Like a charity stream, which also features Tuesday Grey on Friday. Actually running it for St. Jude's. So there you go. There's an announcement. Start of the stream. Announcement. Friday. Charity stream on Exploding Dice. It's called Obelisk of the Sky, and it is just a horrific meat grinder where I'm just going to murder all of their characters. And we got a bunch of random streamers on there, including hopefully Tuesday Grey.
You can tell how rusty he is.
I haven't actually done this for 3 weeks.
I know.
Welcome to the stream, players.
What's that?
Haven't seen you all for 3 weeks, including Jay BradWOTO. I've been on his stream, but I haven't seen him.
I actually still haven't watched that VOD.
Don't.
I need to watch it.
Did you at least see the beginning?
I saw the intro, the
Canadian intro.
The Canadian intro, yeah.
And I had my Jay wig on to match your wig.
That's.
It was pretty innocent, to be fair. It was a pretty innocent stream. I didn't do anything too untoward.
I just imagine like all the Justin Trudeau jokes the entire time.
I didn't go mental. I was just being... Well, here's the thing. Here's the honest truth of it, is that I was like, I actually want your audience and not mine to help me make some D&D stuff. Because my audience only know PUBG. They're useless when it comes to D&D. Whereas your audience, you do D&D prep streams and stuff, so they know what to expect.
Yeah.
And it was actually really helpful. So, BradWOTOers, what do you call them?
Taters?
Assholes.
Taters. Thank you for helping me out.
There we go. Yeah.
I basically prepped half of it on your stream and half of it on my stream. But essentially we just had to make loads of characters because it's a meat grinder and I'm going to be murdering their characters like purposefully.
You didn't just pre-gen?
Yeah, but I wanted them to be interesting and funny.
Okay.
So I asked everybody in chat to give me a bunch of characters to come up with for it. So we ended up making it. So someone was like, make a vegan stripper. So then we had to justify that. And someone was like, make R2D20. So we made like a malfunctioning R2 unit and stuff in like D&D constraints. Yeah, it's really weird. But like, again, it's one of those one shots where there's audience participation. You can donate to affect the proceedings and stuff like that. So it's just going to be chaos anyways. It doesn't really matter if there's a droid in it or whatever. Yeah, it should be pretty fun. I'm getting everybody who's in it to play characters that they've played for me before. So, for example, Tuesday is playing Lash as her first character. If she dies, then she gets a random one. Tiger Wright is in it. He's playing Poo Poo Cakes from Fractured Worlds. I've got Kiwo in it, and she played Kaval Ray in another campaign that I ran once. So she's playing that character again. Vertigo Gaming is playing his character Talos. And Askren I've never DM'd before for, so I was like, just play Askren. But I don't know if he's going to do it. I was like, just make any character you want. I wanted him to just make something as close to actually Askren as he could, and he just shows up as himself. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. There's an option for people to donate and have Darth Vader show up and fight the group and stuff like that. So it could go any way.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's really going to be chaos. If they actually stick to the thing that I have planned, it's just going to be a pretty, like a puzzle-based, deathly dungeon type thing.
Puzzles are going to go over so well, and that's, oh man.
Puzzles plus, like, people being able to donate.
Oh yeah,
because it's for charity, so they can donate to do stuff like give characters inspiration or instantly kill player character, and stuff like that. Yeah, Brad is now EA. Yeah, that's me.
Pay to get your character.
Yeah, except it's for charity, which is the whole point of incentivizing it.
So it's the opposite of EA.
It's like the opposite, yeah.
Well,
It's
no,
like
they
a-
still did that charity thing. It just
That
worked
one
out
charity
terribly for them. Was that EA? That was the DLC off of like for their coworker.
Are you thinking of Shadow of War?
I'm thinking of Shadow of War. My bad. I'm thinking of Shadow. Still pretty much EA at this point.
Thank you
kind
for
of-
resubscribing, Tenchi, for 6 months.
Oh my god.
Yay!
This is, welcome to. We don't even know. Are we just gonna run with this episode if she's not here, or are we?
It's up to you guys. To be honest, like everything that I have set up that is combat based is very dangerous now.
That's fine.
It's always very dangerous.
Yeah, are you kidding me?
Well,
I died
yeah,
to a
but
fucking
like,
banshee.
We've had multiple deaths already. What do you mean?
I
Like,
know,
it hasn't
but like
been dangerous.
it's really dangerous now. Like a lot of the time, it's like it's you have been missing players a lot of the time. The last 2 times people died was because you were down a man. Carlias wasn't there for when Raj died, and Arden wasn't there for when Strings died, right? So like you're gonna do it again.
And
basically, is
Gamil, I
what
like
I'm-
how you don't even give him a mention.
No.
Poor Gamil.
Well, yeah, Gamil died.
Poor
Well,
guy lasted 2 episodes.
Gamil only died. Gamil just went back to Darkon or whatever.
Gamil goes
really.
throughout the universes. He's like,
Yeah,
Immortal.
Gamil just sort of did his own quantum leap back to wherever the fuck he came from. His demonic quantum leap back.
oh,
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 that's right. You said he got dragged
Oh!
through the floor, right? Was it Strings was the one who got viciously stabbed to death?
Yes.
yeah. Whereas Gamil kind of melted away into the sand.
Yes.
She's
Oh.
here.
I'm late, aren't I?
Quite.
Ooh.
I'm.
Well, we
Not
were
late
scared
at
that you
all.
were dead. So
Yeah.
Yeah, so
At least she's not dead.
somehow I completely ditched and thought it was 4, and I'm very embarrassed and sorry. So here
there you go. What was
I
you
thought I was
doing?
early.
We honestly
We
thought
were messaging you on stuff and
Yeah.
everything.
it was one of those like where I was like maybe her like ASIC mining machines blew up and lit her house on fire. And...
No, they're doing good.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt it.
No,
I was edging around whether I know you well enough to make jokes about the fact that you might be dead, and then when we find out that you are dead, still get away with it, kind of thing.
I'm so
Which, for the
sorry.
record, I'm giving everyone a blanket to like okay to do for me if I die. First one to make like the worst joke on Twitter wins straight up.
You know what it would be me.
Wow.
Like it'd be me. The
Fucking
first, I'd be
don't-
like didn't
Don't
like
listen
him
to
anyways.
anyone.
That would
Anyone
be.
anyone comes at, oh my god, is this too soon? It is not okay from me personally. Take this, clip this, and keep it forever because I would appreciate it. Just so
The
you know.
first thing I would tweet
You're
is
saying
just
like
didn't
you're saying like
him
at the
anyways.
funeral is still not too soon.
Yeah,
There
no.
is no too soon.
There
I
is
was
no
Get up on the
completely-
podium.
Like, if you're in the car with me when we crash and I'm dead and you're crawling away, but you're tweeting, that's cool with me.
Tweet the photo
my
and like
God.
take a selfie.
Oh,
be-
someone did that recently, didn't they? It was really weird.
Did they?
Did
There's it's a really morbid video. This girl crashes her car and she's like with her friend, and they were live streaming when it happened, and she goes like this. There's the dead body on the ground, and she's like, "Lol, I've killed my friend." She's like off her nut on whatever that shit and girls take in LA all the time to make themselves insane, and she's like, she's
Water?
just super like unempathetic and completely in like this weird state of shock, and she just
Right.
carries on live streaming. It's really weird and morbid.
Wow.
Yeah, someone did it, man. Like Twitch has gone when Twitch goes too far. It wasn't on Twitch, but it was on Facebook.
Oh my
already.
god, it was her sister.
It's no, I think she
What?
says it's her sister, doesn't she? But it's not actually. It's like her friend. She's like, "This is my sister, like homie sister."
Oh my
Woman live streams
God.
drunk driving that kills sister.
Oh, maybe it was a sister then. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Yeah.
Oh my
Wow,
god.
that's pretty dark. No, I was actually flea metting my cats.
Oh,
See, I told you it would be that taking care of a pet or a
Yeah.
kid or
I was
something.
like very casually too. I was like, oh, I still have time, and I was like, oh, 3:30. I can hop in at 3:30. That's a little early. And then I was like, fuck.
No, you're
Sorry,
good. I think
guys,
it's because
sorry.
I've been messaging you all week about the charity thing, which is at 4.
Yeah, I think I lumped
On
those into
Friday.
the same.
That's probably
Category,
what
I'll
happened
use
there.
that
I've
excuse.
I've discombobulated
That's
your
the
mind.
excuse.
I've warped your fragile little mind with
It's
times.
pretty
for
fragile, let me
D&D.
tell you.
Oh well, you're here now. Yay, everybody!
Oh, yay!
Congratulations, you made it, and you're alive. I was legitimately afraid that you would be dead because I was like,
Brad, I'm gonna DM you my actual digits because I always have my phone
Okay,
sitting
yeah.
around.
That was the other thing. I was like, nobody really knows anyone that knows Tuesday well enough to have her actual phone
Like,
number.
do we know anyone that actually knows her in real life or has her phone number? No. Okay, so she could be dead.
Yeah, we're like, okay, I guess we'll never know.
There we go.
It'll be a long time. All right. I will add you on WhatsApp. I don't have WhatsApp.
I don't yet on this phone, but I will. Sorry, guys. Okay, so we should play games because it's fun.
Here
I
we
like
are,
to.
everyone. We made it to the stream.
So,
all right.
Brad,
Yeah.
1 in 5 people in the UK have a zombie Armageddon plan. Can you confirm this?
Well, yeah, man. Haven't you seen
What?
Shaun of
Yeah,
the Dead?
I have got my plan set. I talk about it all the time. Kill Emma, kill the dog, straight away.
So
Two
they
reasons.
can't suffer?
No. Get out of here.
You're looking at it the wrong way.
No. You have to kill any last part of you that can feel love, compassion, or empathy for your fellow man, right? So you have to kill the ones that you love the most. So I have to kill Emma and I have to kill my dog. But also my dog would be like at every zombie and shit.
Yeah.
So it would draw them to me. Can't have that. He's got to die. I don't want to kill him, but he's got to die. Emma, diabetes. I can't be dealing with that. I can't manually make insulin. She's just going to slow me down.
This
Can't
is
deal with that.
Dark.
Kill her
Yeah, it's
off.
really dark today.
We don't have too many guns in this country. I don't really know
Right.
where they store them. So I think I'd probably hit up like a mechanics or something and go look for some like crowbars, poles. Iron poles are apparently like the best weapon you can get against zombies. They don't run out of ammunition and they don't break.
Yeah.
So you can just keep hitting zombies on the head.
Never have to reload that shit.
Wow.
Okay. Right.
And
That's
then
the great thing about blunt weapons. They can't get dull.
right. And I'd probably just stock up. I'd probably just find some area where there's lots of like non-perishables. And then I'll go from there. You know, you never know where it can go from there. Then we
Go
have
from
Walking
there
Dead
while he
territory.
makes jerky out of Emma's body.
But
And,
I know,
like,
I know my first night. You know, like I know my first night.
first night, kill the
Exactly.
girlfriend, put her in the freezer, cure her for later on. Like, jeez.
The real
Why-
question
why-
is, why is it only 1 in 5 people? Why is the rate so much lower than Texas?
Where did this come from?
Well, Texas is
Guns are
looking for
legal
a reason to do it.
in Texas. Yeah,
Yeah. They're itching.
I feel like Texans at this point they've got like dual machine guns and they're just waiting. Like
They got a hanker.
somebody near them coughs and they're like, "Whoa!" just in case. Oh,
dear.
man.
Yeah. Weird. Very weird.
My plan is very similar, except for the whole not knowing where to find guns part.
Yeah,
You
it's a
got the
little
guns
easier.
covered.
Jeez.
Okay.
Oh, 'cause
I
this is
also-
where like he
I have-
pulls back his
I
green
have
screen
A
and
full complement of melee weapons as well, so I'll just be set for days. I
I
would
feel
probably
like Fairlight's house is already the actual zombie like fort that you need.
yeah.
Well, the best part is that I could go on Facebook or Twitter or whatever, and I have at least 5 people I can contact that I know have either access to underground bunkers, large stores of weapons and ammo. I'm friends with a lot of paranoid people. Is the thing.
But would they turn on you though? That's the thing.
Ooh.
I mean,
can you trust them?
I'm pretty sure I could trust at least 3 of them.
It'd be like John
Alright.
John Goodman
could-
from
Yeah, just
Cloverfield.
barter your Bitcoin and get some guns.
Barter
There
your
you go.
Bitcoin.
Yeah, use my 1 Bitcoin. Oh yeah, Tuesday wasn't here for that. I have 1 Bitcoin that I forgot about,
Oh, that's wonderful.
so it's
Yeah.
worth 20 grand if
Yeah,
I can
never
if I
sell
could-
that.
If I could ever find
Shit for
it.
20 grand,
Okay,
sell it now.
find it. That is
I-
priority number 1 in your
It was-
life right now. I don't
it
even
was-
know why you're playing games. Find
was
the
given-
goddamn Bitcoin.
It's not
She's
not
over here
gonna roll
drooling.
away.
She's-
It's not a real coin.
She's like like foaming at the mouth.
She's like,
Fine.
Bitcoin. Listen,
Stupid fat
it's not a
herbicides.
physical
Like-
coin. It's not gonna roll away.
You can't sleep
There's-
until you
There's no
find
hurry.
it.
So there's a
So
dude.
someone gave me a Bitcoin
Oh.
like 6 years ago.
Yes. I
Except
love stories like this.
Except I have no idea like how to sign in or what account or website it's stored on.
Gotcha.
So I don't know how to get it. But
Dude.
he visited my stream the other day, and someone made a comment on the value of the Bitcoin, and he's like, "Lol, Jesse, did you ever sell off the Bitcoin I gave you?" And then immediate flashback to this day
You're
that
like, oh my god.
he and I was like, "Oh yeah, that's right." As a joke, back when Bitcoins weren't worth anything, he
Yeah.
tipped me a Bitcoin for services rendered, like at our workplace. He like pulled out his iPad and he was like, "Hey, check this out! I can leave tips in Bitcoin. Here, have $1." And he,
That's
like,
amazing.
and he gave me a freaking Bitcoin, and I don't know how to get it.
It is right now worth $17,000. You gotta figure this out.
I would love to get it. Trust me.
There's a dude that accidentally threw away his laptop recently
Oh no.
with 7,500 Bitcoins on it. and
oh
he
my
is
fucking Christ.
he's petitioning the city to like call them to action to find the laptop in the dump that it was taken to, the landfill.
Is he not able to like sign into or access that from some other computer?
No, I think because there are like
they not stored online?
They are, but you get a physical address, you get your wallet number, and if you stored your wallet number on only that computer, then you're fucked.
That is $300 million.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like trying to get, it's like losing your two-factor authentication on Discord.
Yeah.
Why is he on Facebook and not in
it's
the
losing
dump?
your battle.net. It's like losing your battle.net
authenticator.
I would bring energy bars and camp there.
That's all I would do. Forever. Jeez.
Yeah. Well, it's like the famous story that we talk about it like every day on stream now is the dude that the first purchase of Bitcoin was 10,000 to buy 2 pizzas. Which, like, in today's market, that would be 214 million right now. 10,000 Bitcoin.
The question is, did the pizza place keep those 2 Bitcoins?
No, it wasn't 2. It was 10,000.
Or, yeah, okay. Did the pizza place keep
I don't know.
10,000 Bitcoins?
Who knows, right? Who knows? That's
a
gotta
lot
be,
of Bitcoins are lost.
Yeah. Well, that's, yeah, like, it's 90% of, like, the first 10 million Bitcoins that were mined are lost on a hard drive somewhere.
This is stressing me out.
This is stressing me out.
The hard life of a Bitcoin miner.
Yeah, right?
It's a rough job, but Tuesday's got to do it.
You guys want to level up now? We should probably do that thing, huh?
Let's do that.
Yeah,
right.
so you guys hit level 6
Level
at the end of the last session.
PogChamp.
So, in your character sheets, you can knock up the level. It says class and level at the top. Put that up to 6, especially if you're a spellcaster. Make sure you do that.
Yeah,
because that'll bump up all your proficiencies and things as
my
well.
health.
I think actually is 5 to 6 the proficiency up to 3?
No, we gained our proficiency at level 5.
Yeah,
and the next increase is level 9.
Tenchi, don't roll your hit dice for health. By the way, it's not accurate. Oh no, wait, it is actually because it's plus Constitution, right? Yeah. Actually, no, that's smart.
It's the same roll.
I forgot that roll 20 took care of the Constitution.
You only get 1 though, so you get the 6.
Oh, okay.
Cool. You can take the 6.
Nice. That max HP bonus.
Yeah, right. Jeez.
Yeah. Tuesday, if you want to roll a hit die, you'll get your permanent HP boost. We'll do this like we did this last time, in that I let the rest of you do what you want, and I'll just hold Tuesday's hand for it because she's the newest one.
Yep.
Tuesday acts as the chat.
I also have the memory of a goldfish. So
that crit fail HP bonus.
That was a terrible.
That was bad.
It's still 4 though. It's not bad.
It's because we're leveling up in Shallow Scar, and
it's because she has insane Constitution and she gets that guaranteed 3.
Oh baby.
I forget sometimes that she's a tank.
Well, I have 46 health. So I don't know how much everyone else.
43 now, and if she had actually rolled slightly better on that, she might have had more than you.
Yeah.
I'm currently at 52.
Oh, nice.
Do I get
yeah,
any more?
You're a
Must be nice.
Is that 52 at level 5 or 52 at level 6?
Level 6. I was 46.
I was going to say 52 at level 5 would be insane. At level 6, it's still not bad.
Arden, what are
But I
your
also
hits?
get the dwarven strength. So every level I get a +1.
Hey, Jesse or Brad, when you level up as a non-wizard, with it says your spells known goes up. Do I just choose another spell to know?
Pretty sure you get 1.
Yeah,
anyway.
if you're a prepared spellcaster, then you change them each day. If you're not a prepared caster, then you just pick one.
Just goes
and
up.
you can also relearn any one spell from a previous level.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can swap one out and you can add one new one.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, you do that.
Oh, speaking of spell, I forgot. I have an extra spell from my Monster Slayer subclass. I'm gonna add that.
Of course you do.
I have a spell I have to keep just for this damn group called Revivify. Not that I've ever in the fight, but
Revivifier has a cost to it.
Which was the first order of the day. We need to find diamonds worth 300 gold if you jackasses
more
want to come back
diamonds.
alive.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Yeah, unfortunately, the last diamond is going with Cran.
Oh, right.
Wait a second.
We only need one worth 300 gold.
What's her face? She never actually took the diamonds from us during the ritual, did she?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Or
no, I think she did.
She took the binding dust and she took one coin, like one personal item of value.
But she
If she didn't, then we assume that
We're
did,
just red
'cause she
redlining
definitely needed to. Yeah.
She definitely has the diamonds. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a Brad didn't say it, but there was a point where she just pocketed a couple of diamonds in that scene. Yeah. So everyone go in your player's handbook. You'll have whatever you get at level 6. For you, Tuesday, you get expertise. So you get to choose 2 more of your proficiencies, or your skill with like thieves' tools or whatever else your other one is, dice.
Yeah.
And you can bump it up to double proficiency, get expertise in it. So for you, if I'm just gonna transfer you over here. Remember on here,
spells next level.
it says at the bottom there you've got normal, and then in perception and stealth you have expertise.
Oh yeah.
You can choose 2 more to be an
Oh.
expert in.
Okay,
So you can just
and-
flip between core and look at what you've got going on. So the ones which are ticked, you can have 2 more expertise in.
Nice. And I cannot up the ones that I have. It is adding additional ones, correct?
Yeah, no, those 2 are already done. You're at
Gotcha.
max.
All right.
Imagine if you could
Let's
stack
see.
it on the same one twice.
Mm.
You'd be getting like a +9 or something to.
She's got the highest at the moment is a +10 to stealth. Does anyone beat a 10 in anything?
I often fail at athletics because I put it all into acrobatics. So I think I'll grab athletics. And in this case, do I just check it?
What skills do you have expertise in?
No, you can only pick the ones that you've ticked.
Stealth and perception. Oh, sorry. So do pick
Yeah.
the ones that I've ticked
Yeah, you have
and
to pick
add
the
to
ones
them,
that are
but
ticked, yeah,
do
'cause it
not
beco-
add
it-
to the ones that have expertise. Got you.
You're going from
Normal
proficient to
to-
expert. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's see. And the way you saw that sheet was.
It's on the
core
little
and
cog
then-
next to spells. There's a little cog.
I have
It's
fireball
tiny.
now,
Gotcha.
boys. We're good.
Nice. We're all
I
good.
like it.
Don't forget the thing, Jay. I will message you the thing in case you forgot it.
I forget the. Oh, is this the what I can and can't do, or?
No, this is the other thing.
Oh, okay.
I love level 4 spells.
I have
One
forgotten.
is called divination. I can ask the DM any question pretty much,
Yeah.
within a certain thing, and they'll answer it truthfully. I was like, Brad will answer any question we ask anyway, truthfully.
Yeah.
Brad,
Yeah,
what are the weaknesses of this enemy? Well, actually,
I'm a nice guy DM. It's really that sort of stuff
And
is
then we
super
get crit.
useful for like the hardcore D&D games, but
yeah.
these,
Okay.
These level 4
These
spells on the cleric
good
kind of
excellent.
blow. Not gonna lie.
Well, you
Dude.
don't have to take a
About-
level. You don't have to take
Yeah.
a level 4. You could take another level 3 and have a level 4 slot that you could
But I'm
use.
just like, man.
Next level, I get banishment, polymorph, or dimension door.
Oof.
Mm.
I got. Yeah, no, the ones I'm looking at.
Polymorph
Unless
is
banishment's
fun.
great.
Banishment is ridiculously annoying for me.
I think I'll go deception and persuasion for expertise. So I go to the cog and flip them over to expertise.
Yeah.
Yep, just click them up.
Yes, banishment. Huh?
Oh
Well,
yeah.
I can
yeah.
get control water.
Oh, yeah,
I could
I
probably
remember
do that,
that.
right?
Persuasion.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah.
A
yeah,
chatty
Jesse.
Cathy.
I know what you mean.
Oh,
Okay.
All right. Anyone else need any stuff? What do you get, Connor? You get do you get an ability score improvement as a fighter at 6? yeah.
I can either take the ability score or the feat.
Yeah, you're doing crossbow expert, yeah.
Yeah. So I
Which
get to
in Dustvale, because of guns, we're allowing for gunsmith expert, gunslinger expert.
You have
Remind me
sharpshooter
what it-
already? Because
what
that
it does.
feat is insane.
that's really good actually.
Remind me what it does.
He doesn't have to deal with cover
Sharp-
bonuses against
sharpshooter?
his.
Sharpshooter
No,
ignores
not
cover.
sharpshooter. I remember sharpshooter.
Yeah,
Sharpshooter has the
it
thing where
ignores
you can
cover,
take a
and he gets the
-5.
same -5 plus 10 thing that I have with my sword. You know, the sad part is I'm looking at ranger like max level stuff, like high end, and most of it is like geared around ranged weapons. So I'm kind of wishing I had gone the. I didn't want to be too redundant with Carlias, so I started like specking him and taking like melee feats and stuff like that. But looking at my late game spells, like he gets one where he can just fire continuously and like never have to reload and attack like 4 times per turn. So
Oh,
it
nice.
gets insane if I go into like sharpshooter stuff.
So under my hit dice, it says total 6 and then 0 hit dice. and I clicked that to roll, did that impact my roll, or is that normal?
I didn't actually have any idea what you just said there. I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, in the hit dice box, it says I have
Yeah.
6 total, but I have 0 currently. Would that have affected my roll, or is that normal
no.
that I only have?
No,
Okay.
that's just to bump up. That's how many you have. For that, you all have full hit die, by the way.
Is that 5 or total?
It'll
My
be
total is
6.
6. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Everyone
Wow,
will have 6.
I'm a
So
space
your
cadet.
hit die is just essentially rest healing. So it's
Okay.
just standard healing that you can do. So when you take a short rest, you can use a couple of hit die to just restore some HP
Gotcha.
without it being like, oh, I chugged a potion or I took a healing spell. And they just get reduced. And when you're playing like a really long session, or you're doing a lot of traveling or something where you don't do a lot of resting, generally you take you'll use all of your hit die up, and then when you've got none left, you're down to potions and healing spells, and then when you're out of all of that, you're starting to struggle. So then you do a long rest and you regain half of your hit die back.
Sweet.
Okay.
But it has been a week since we last saw you.
Gotcha.
So you've got all your hit die because you've had like 7 long rests. Really.
Okay.
It's been nothing but just a hyper long rest, really.
Elias and Raja shaking off their comas.
Yeah.
Pretty
Oh
much.
yeah, because you guys aren't exhausted anymore.
Yeah.
I
pretty
forgot
much
that
that's
I
what it
get-
comes
Otherwise,
down
we'd
to.
have that -4, -3 bull crap to deal with.
Right. Is everyone leveled up?
Yeah, so
Yep.
I upped my hit points and I did those 2 things in expertise. I'm good.
Cool. All right. Well, why don't we take a early break, and then when we come back, we'll just jump in
Okay. All right.
Sounds good.
to chapter 22.
We'll be back 3 to 5. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.
Welcome back, everybody, to Dust Vale, chapter 22, I think. I think
Maybe.
it probably is. Two little ducks, all the twos, 22, chapter 22. So, it's been a week. Straight in. Been a week since we last saw you all. Pretty much you've spent your time on the Chancellor's coin at the Minstrel's Chalice.
Okay.
In terms of just the rooms have been paid for. It's going to have taken like the entire week, basically up until today, for Raja and Carlias to begin feeling themselves again because they were dead, and now they're not. And we can imagine that you've basically caught them up on everything that's happened. If there's any specific things that you don't want to have told them, then let it be known, or else we just assume that they know everything. Vasilius will have already departed for Clear Peaks Port to claim his reward from Miami Blossom.
Okay.
For no reason other than this is like one of those mid-season firings that happen when the actor has done something dodgy. That's what happened. We had to fire the Vasilius actor.
Vasilius, before leaving,
Yeah.
would have asked Carlias if he's ever heard of a guy named Solomon.
Would Carlias have known Solomon?
Well, you tell me. Have you picked up anything on Solomon? You definitely don't know a guy called Solomon, unless you know some bum from Oak Roost Peak or wherever you're from called Solomon. You don't know the Solomon.
No. I wouldn't have known.
Then Vasilius would have been told no.
Yeah, so basically Vasilius would let Carlias know that the person who resurrected them had some sort of a secret meeting with someone named Solomon, and it didn't look right. I think that's about the only thing he would share solely with Carlias, and that's it.
Okay. So then you're under the new bearer of the information of Solomon that Vasilius had. The Chancellor herself will have been mostly out of sight this week. I don't think you would have seen her again.
Okay.
Though her Goliath knights, Frelk, Tolgar, and Moggan, will have probably been checking on you sort of relatively infrequently. Like you might have seen them once or twice. Just badgering you to prepare and leave the town on the quest that the Chancellor gave you, which was to investigate the settlement of Zafari, about a day's march east of Shallow Scar. March is a key word there, by the way.
Okay.
To investigate the effects of the suspicious sandstorm that was reported in the area, as well as the whereabouts of the two sandwalkers who she sent previously. She sort of pre-hired Raja, really, and all of you came as like a package deal with Raja.
Again?
Yeah. Because the sandwalker is an extremely valuable commodity for this kind of a quest. So she sort of, as part of the resurrection cost, she sort of pre-hired Raja and you guys to deal with this, though, you know, you guys needed to heal. Let's do some dice rolls. First of all, actually, has anybody, have you all just been eating and drinking normally throughout the week?
Probably, yeah.
So
I'd be a little more frugal than normally, or than normal rather.
I'd probably be cutting it, yeah.
Lash always eats like a bird.
I don't even know what that means.
I get it.
It means she eats very
She's
lightly.
peckish. Doesn't eat a lot.
Yeah, she eats
Peckish,
spicy.
but
Like chewing up the food and fitting it into your mouth or whatever, like birds do.
She doesn't eat much.
Yeah. Okay, so let's have a look real quick. I think I've got some upkeep shit that we can throw in. I don't do this too much anymore. It used to be how I run D&D all the time. It was just the lifestyle expenses. So, like, modestly, poorly, or comfortably, would you say? Each of you, one by one.
Modest.
Poorly.
Modest. Poor. Carlias? Well, put it this way: if if you've lived modestly, remove 7 gold pieces. If you've lived poorly, remove.
Do we even have money?
So this is what I wanted to ask too.
1 gold piece and 4 silver pieces.
All right.
Remember that 165 gold that I keep mentioning that I have? Do I really not have that?
No, we spent it all. Like,
Okay, so I literally just don't have gold.
Yeah, I'm broke too.
I would
Already.
probably. Well, I mean, we have rations and such, so
Yeah,
we
in
have
a
like
pinch-
80 rations, don't we?
I have
In a
10.
pinch, like you can go into your dungeon pack because we all start with 10 rations. Although I don't know if we ate them at some previous point
Yeah, I
in the
have
campaign.
4 day rations
The
left.
only so we bought it was something like 50-ish rations, and we
You have
combined all
loads
of
of
ours.
rations
Yeah.
From when you went into the
Oh,
Yeah.
right. And we
we
didn't use them down
we
there.
only
Gotcha.
consumed like I think a day's worth of rations, which would have equaled out to about 10 total for all of us because it was like 3 a day. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Y'all have to. I'm
maybe
on
We
rations
did spend
right
all our
now.
money, but we spent it on food.
Yeah.
So we're not going to start. The 7 gold we're deducting, is that cost of like rent and food, or is that just food?
Just
The
food,
rent
pretty
is
much.
on the.
Yeah,
is
the
on the
rent is
welfare.
done. It's just food and little bits. Yeah, but just basically 7 gold if you want to have lived nicely.
Okay. Yeah, no, I probably would have just. Yeah, it would have been 1 gold. Yeah, wrong character. Fuck.
1 gold.
I'm probably the whole time I was probably just trying to like flirt with single women to get food because I have no money. I was probably just conning people for food.
Somebody's gonna have to front mine because I am at 0.
For the first 2 days, or I'd say Raja was probably just taking it easy, but after that, he's going out and like harvesting roots and cactus and berries and stuff or whatever he can find. That's just how he is. Even
Selling some chazzy.
yeah, selling is chazzy.
Yeah, ditch 1 gold, 4 silver then for that.
Okay. What's the conversion rate? Silver is 10 gold or
10.
or yeah, 1 gold is 10 silvers, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Brad, you want me to make some rolls to see if I got some food? Because I literally am broke.
If you've just not borrowed any money off of anybody and you've been wandering around,
Raja will give
Fine.
7 gold to Lash and
that's the thing. I imagine that
Lash and
between you
Arden.
have some money.
I'll see if I can con my way. I mean, that's what I used to do anyway. So
Okay. Well, if you fail the roll, then Raja just gives. If Lash is out going to be stealing food and Arden's going to be out trying to charm food off people, Raja will just buy them their food, which ironically will put me at 0 gold, but I have exactly the amount to cover it if I go out and farm berries for myself.
Nice.
Let's start with Arden since he's interesting. Oh, he's already sort of touched on it. Have you spent more of your time in the sort of residential upper class area, the sort of business industrial or business train station area, the middle class, or in the slums in the industrial area? With the
in the nicer, I'll use my where is it? I'll put on my signet ring, my Duke signet ring, and my set of fine clothes, and create myself take a day to do a forgery kit and make myself a fake nobleman thing.
All right, roll me a d8.
Oh man, here we go.
I barely looked at the table. Oh, that's not good.
Oh,
Oh no.
Okay,
Oh dear.
let's see here. Let's grab.
Wait, I'm sorry. What was that roll?
Or
Find out.
the
was-
house,
he was
how long it's
referencing a
going to take him
table.
to die.
It's never good when he references a table.
No, because I haven't come up with them, which means some horrible, nasty just came up with it. All right, there's a gnome who lives here in Shallow Scar. His name is Zanric, and you owe him 500 gold pieces.
Sounds about right, honestly.
wow.
After a
like it.
night of carousing
Holy
in the
crap.
in the minstrel's chalice.
Oh my god.
Zanric. I mean, in all fairness, it's probably less money than Basilius owes this establishment after he finds out that.
Well, what do you think happened with Zamric that would lead to you owing him 500? Pieces?
We probably both got together to invest into a new thing called orc coins, and the market just flopped.
Yes. It's like
So
too real
Zanric-
for Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm like.
Zanric is an orc coin miner. He owns a huge portion of the mining system in Shallow Scar. So he has like the entire workers' union of dwarves behind him, and through some means, what did you do? Like purchase an orc coin?
Yeah, maybe I just purchased the orc. I purchased one orc coin,
It,
It's 500 gold.
and I just haven't paid. I haven't bought it yet. I haven't paid for it.
Yeah, you probably just convinced him on like a crit 20 roll.
Yeah.
To give you the orc coin. Add to your inventory an orc coin.
watch this like eventually net us 60,000 gold. Like 5 months from now, right?
Done well for you. You have an orc coin.
I might
but you
actually have
also-
money.
You also owe Zanric 500 gold pieces, and you probably told him you'd pay him back like today or something. Cool. Well, that's what happened with you. You met Zanric, who's one of the huge influencers and owners of the mining area here. He invests in this new form of money called orc coins, and you bought one off him, or you convinced him to give you one for now, with the intention of giving him 500 gold, and then you probably just wandered off, knowing Arden,
Arden style.
and that is what has happened there. Who's next here? How about, well, in fact, Arden, give me a beauty check before we leave you. Let's do that.
Yes, of course.
Nice. You're looking.
Can he
hot as
fail
shit.
this roll?
Stunning.
Like, can he
He was
fail
at the
this
plus
roll?
4, like, he's sort
Stunning.
of pretty. Lash,
Yes.
give me
Yes.
2 stealth checks and 2 deception checks to cover your week of creeping around
It's just
in-
creeping.
and avoiding
Creep, creep.
people, speaking to people, convincing them that you are like
Stealing
either
hot pies.
Tommy Wiseau or not a Kenku from the famed thief Kenku that used to live. One more deception check, please.
One of those northern Kenku.
Yeah, I feel like you've not really drawn any attention to yourself in a negative way. The guards or anybody who's working on the Chancellor's payroll haven't arrested you.
Whew.
You haven't been caught. You've been sticking to your alleyways, and I guess Arden has at least been providing you with a decent mask to wear.
Thank goodness. I've been nervous the whole time we were here.
Been walking around dressed as Tommy Wiseau. You know what they say, love is blind.
I'm fed up with this world.
Convincing everyone.
Oh my god.
Do you feel like you spent more time in like the slums area, the sort of like business area, or like the upper class area, which is where you're living?
Let's see. I'm trying to think. When I used to live here, I would have been in all of those areas. Where, in which part of town? And I would know this, but I'll ask you as the DM. Where would there be outdoor food stands with like hot pies and all kinds of like street food?
Slums and business district, 100%.
Okay. So I would probably have been hanging out in the business district.
Give me a D8, please.
Alrighty
Oh,
then.
man.
Pray for me, boys. Pray for me.
5.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Let's see here.
Yeah, let's see. Shall we?
Let's see here. Let's
Okay.
say, what have we not seen much of? Halflings.
Uh-huh.
Give me a name.
For a halfling?
The internet.
Oh.
First name was Balbo, which is a no from me.
Balbo.
It's Fafer.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
That is a porn star's name, which would have been probably perfect for Tuesday. There we go. That sounds suspicious. Hildeberg Swiftfoot,
Wow.
What?
Really?
who is a local spellcaster, fucking hates you.
Hildeberg does?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Can you think of any reason why that might have happened over the last week?
Well, Hildeberg, Swiftfoot, who is a spellcaster,
Yeah.
probably hates me because, as Tommy Wiseau, I was skulking about and probably stealing things here and there, and I tried to yank a chain off her neck and she noticed.
Yeah, I think you got caught. Local spellcaster caught you stealing from.
It was like a talisman, and I wanted it.
She's got a
Yeah,
thing for
she has-
necklaces.
She
Do
has.
you
the
not already
talisman.
have enough necklaces, Lash?
Would you say she has a pendant for necklaces?
Oh
Was-
boy. Really?
Get out.
Out. There's the door.
Hildeberg Swiftfoot has the talisman of love, because
Oh.
love is blind.
Oh my god.
You saw it. You tried to steal it from her, but she sort of saw. She's one of the only people that saw straight through you.
Oh, dear.
Even though it was a physical mask on you, she looked at you and was like, "Hey, what are you wearing so much makeup for?" And you were like, "Uh oh!" You had like one hand on the talisman. Probably like there was probably a moment where you were in the middle of this business district outside of like a hot dog stand, and then suddenly all these fireworks went off, all this magic was cast, and Lash was suddenly dipping down alleyways, avoiding magic missiles and burning windowsills as areas exploded.
But she didn't draw
Hildeberg-
attention to herself.
Guarding
did
my
draw-
feathers. This was one instance.
What she didn't draw attention to herself as Lash, but she did draw attention to herself as sort of Tommy Wiseau. But it seemed, you would assume that Hildeberg worked out who you were, and you certainly made a foe out of Hildeberg Swiftfoot, who is a
dear.
local spellcaster and owner of the Talisman of Love.
Boy.
Foe of Lash knows Lash is a Kenku.
Dun
Here's my-
dun dun.
On that
Dun,
one.
dun, dun.
Damn it,
Who's
Hildeberg.
Walter,
What's up?
have you spent more time in the slums area, the sort of businessy area, or the train station, or in the upper class area of town?
Probably the businessy area.
Give me a D8 then, please.
Hoi Manoi. 1d8, not d8. Oh,
At some point during this week, you swore to complete a quest on behalf of a temple or a guild. What temple or guild do you think you visited and ended up getting embroiled in a quest for them?
what kind of guilds exist here?
In the business district, it's probably a lot of merchants and those sorts of like merchant guilds. There's a background, isn't there? That deals
So
with all-
probably for the merchant guild then.
yeah, like a bunch of traders.
Okay.
You know what? This is what happened. You
Oh,
just
no.
saved me.
Oh no. Oh god.
Okay, where did I write it? Scroll down.
Oh no.
There is a band of traveling wizards.
Okay.
Always a bad start.
Yeah. This can only go well.
Who traveled out to Yellow Rock, which
Okay.
is a little settlement way out in the desert,
Yeah.
all the way out there. They need you to deliver a scroll to them.
That's it?
Yeah, it's extremely important that you locate and find the band of traveling wizards that traveled from Shallow Scar to Yellow Rock 2 weeks
Okay.
ago.
What is the
2 weeks
scroll?
ago.
Do I know what the scroll is? Is it any good?
Scroll is just a piece of parchment scroll rolled up with a wax seal on it, and you have explicit instructions not to open it, and they assure you that the wizards will know.
Why? Okay. Yep. That's fine. That sounds...
Why did you agree to this, Walter?
I don't know. Why would I agree to such a thing?
Do you drink?
I do now.
Because that's the only reason I ever get involved in stuff. I've been in a relationship with Emma for years now, over an accidental bet.
Okay. All right.
Or maybe you walked in and walked out with this quest and you feel beholden to do it. I'm happy to just let that be the case, because you are dealing with wizards.
Yeah.
All right. I owe a scroll. Gotcha.
Owe a scroll to a band of traveling wizards who wander out in the wastes between Shallow Scar and Yellow Rock. If you don't find them, they'll find you.
Oh, okay. That's perfect then. All right. No.
As long as you're wandering around out.
Oh, man.
And you probably went in there, bottle of rum in one hand, and said, "Oh, I'm going that way. I'm going to safari." And they said, "Well, perfect. Here's this scroll. Deliver it, and we'll give you a very special item."
Oh, okay. I'm down. All right. That's
that's what it was. That was the agreement.
Yeah. I'm okay. I'm okay as long as I get something good. We're good.
So
just dimension door constantly, a couple times a day.
Traveling wizards, deliver scroll, give special item.
Okay.
I hate writing these notes like this because in 4 weeks when we finally get back for another episode, I forget what it all means. All right. Now, look, Carlias and Raja, you've been fucked up for a week, but I feel like you're not so fucked up that you can't move around town. It's up to you. If you want to have just been laid up for a week, you can be. Or if you're wandering around town for a whole week, then we'll see if anything happened to you. It's up to you guys how you spent your week, pretty much.
If we're going by the typical rule of like exhaustion after resurrection, then I feel like Raja would have laid up for 2 days to like reduce those penalties, and then after that,
I think you were bedridden for at least like a day or two, definitely.
Yeah, okay. So he would wait 2 days or whatever till he could comfortably walk again, and then after that, he's not really spending much time in town. He's just going out into the nearby brush and whatnot, and just farming food, scouting, and getting the lay of the land, because I've got the whole like one of my abilities is like familiarity with the local land and whatnot. So he's establishing that pretty much.
All right. In that case, give me.
And also scavenging food so he doesn't have to pay for it.
Good call.
Yeah, give me D6.
We are so far from the main quest at this point. It's great.
There's a main quest?
Yeah, right.
There's not just rezzing our people.
Don't you worry about the main quest. Don't you worry about it.
Well, you just you just gave Jay a item to deliver that he's not allowed to open. It's literally the main quest all over again.
3. Out in when you were wandering around, not too far from town, you will have met another Sandwalker, whose name is Perfect. Here we go.
His name is Perfect.
Pilgrim. No, his name is Pilgrim.
Pilgrim.
It's just a perfect name for Pilgrim. Is from a settlement way, way, way out in the north near Oat Roost, which is called Fleet Hole.
Pilgrim from Fleet Hole.
Fleet Hole. Now he took a disliking to you for some reason. Why do you think that was?
We probably argued over ownership of a particularly rare cactus.
Absolutely. Chazzy cactus.
No, he was trying to obtain Chazzy, and Raja told him he was doing it wrong. If you just talk to them, sometimes they'll just hand it over. I know this from experience. And the other guy didn't like having a Sandwalker talk down to him about how to do his job.
Yeah. So, who got the cactus in the end?
I mean, I don't think I would fight him for it. So if he's insistent, he can have it.
Yeah. Pilgrim, a Sandwalker, dislikes Raja over a dispute for a Chazzy cactus.
It's a fucking drug fight.
It was a drug fight. Cocaine.
Cocaine does things.
Cocaine does this to friends. Okay. All right. So Pilgrim's out there. He doesn't like you very much.
On the other hand, I know he's farming illegal drugs. So
He's farming illegal drugs, or he's taking them and going slowly more and more crazy and insane and becoming a full-blown psychopath in the deserts.
True.
Who likes hunting people down there?
How many
maybe he
bosses
just
in
went
this are going to
long
be
as-
desert nobles that we've fucked over?
Yeah, as long as he doesn't form up with Wilfred,
Yeah.
we might be all right.
They're gonna start like an evil
Well,
villain.
no, we didn't screw Wilfred. He jumped off the
That's
train of his
true.
own accord.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
Helped Wilfred.
Wilfred LaFrance is cool with you guys. He doesn't give a fuck. He's just
That's
out
true.
there.
He's
If
out
anything,
there fighting lightning. That's
he's
what
gonna
I
come in
decided.
as like an epic NPC that's on your side at some point.
I'm just
He's gonna come in
worried
and- he's
we're
gonna come in
gonna
and
get-
save you like a fucking random
Oh my
summon,
God.
like Odin.
If we fight a giant sand hydra or something,
Yeah.
he can show up and help us out.
He'll
Hell yeah.
show up. He's like a summon. That's what he is. He's a late game summon.
He's a late game summon.
He's like Sunbro. He's just like Sunbro.
Yeah. Carlias, what do you think you've done over the week? Anything in particular?
I think Carlisle would
wandering
have
around.
taken like a couple of days to rest up, and then the rest of the week just practice his aim again, because he's been knocked
Where?
out for a little while. Probably like find a probably closer to the mine, but a little bit secluded.
Who did he accidentally shoot?
Yep, here we go. Roll me a d8.
Oh God! You accidentally shot the Chancellor.
She is. That's where she's been the whole week. 4. Yeah. All right. This one of all of them, this is the most harmless.
no.
But you are definitely banned from a tavern down there. Oh wait, you're banned from the Broken Hammer, which is that. Oh no, you said you were in the industrial district, yeah?
Closer to the mine.
All right. In that case, there is a tavern down there, which is called the Emerald Pickaxe.
Okay.
The Emerald Pickaxe. And if you ever go anywhere near it again, they're gonna cut your hands off.
Damn.
I would say like maybe on your first day, you took a shaky, like still exhausted at disadvantage roll shot at like a tin can, and it just fucking missed. You heard a smash of a window and a scream, and all these like miners came out with their pickaxes and shovels and stuff, and just looked straight at you. And
Wow.
by the end of the day, the best thing that came out of it is that you are banned from being anywhere near the Emerald Pickaxe. Carlias banned, goes near it, instantly loses hands.
Okay.
It's actually owned by a
yeah.
wizard who has placed an enchantment that will slice your hands off from a distance.
It's owned by Hildeberg Swiftfoot, the hand-slicing local spellcaster.
Talisman of love.
Not too bad. Not too bad, really, considering how the others kind of went. Right, well, that sums up how your weeks went. Other than that, I would say you just wandered around town, probably kept your heads down a little bit, because you are like still vaguely wanted from various different sources. You don't want to be rattling too many cages, because there's still an ancient dragon that hates you.
Thanks for the reminder.
Yeah,
And
that's great.
well, there's a lot of people that hate you now. You've gained a few more enemies.
The best part is I mean, they filled Raja in and told him that what's his face was the dragon, and he probably had a. It was him. But then he's like, I want to go talk to him.
Yeah, bad idea.
Because Raja
hates us.
Raja was dead when that all occurred.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
he
right.
would've- Yeah, well, if you said he hates us, he would have been like, he doesn't hate me. I was dead. We go way back.
He can't hate me.
Yeah, you guys are always free to do various crazy things, like go back and speak to the ancient dragon who's a little crazy angry.
He does have
but,
some
you
of
know,
our money.
Just give
he
him some
does.
chazzy.
He's got
Well,
some money for you and stuff. You guys,
I would
you,
love to
Lash
go back
still
and-
has all of the rings of resistance that you won legitimately.
Right.
She's never given them out. She's just
No.
been holding on to this bag full of magic items. That
I'm
she's
basically a
refused-
magpie. I like shiny things.
It's mental, yeah. You'll probably like open up Lash's bag and it's just a little nest of twigs and all this random stuff stuck in it, like cigarette butts and rings of resistance.
Carlias got his because the guy came over to him.
Yeah.
You got yours, but then there was like she's got 4, I think, right?
I think
Just
so.
got one for
Yeah.
each of our original crew, yeah.
Because we rolled for them, but then they were never handed out, which is
Yeah.
hysterical. Yeah, so I'd say that that's pretty much how your weeks went. Like, other than that, it was pretty standard. Like, you kept going in and out of the minstrel's chalice. Probably when Vasilius left, there was like a few odd questions that came at him from the guy that was running the place. Like, where are all those the France people? You said they were coming, like 30 of them or whatever. And then Vasilius was
They're
like,
asking.
blah, blah, blah.
Oh yeah,
That probably happened.
Vasilius, right,
And then-
right when they were saying like, we need to collect the deposit, he would say, "Oh, perfect! They just arrived on the train. I'll go get it." Then he just goes, gets on the train,
And got on
leaves
the
town.
train.
He just
And
gets on
left
the
town.
train and leaves town.
Oh my
Definitely.
See ya.
So
Definitely what happened.
Vasilius just pieced out on the bill and left them, and because
Absolutely.
I think they never saw. Who did they actually see go in undisguised? They saw Gamil. They saw Lash in disguise. They saw Vasilius only in his disguised form
Yeah.
and in his undisguised form. I don't know if they're seeking like payment for the hotel rooms, but the only one they'd probably be able to go after is Arden.
Well, they in just before the the party probably just didn't arrive, but everybody who's in the rooms, you each have your own room anyway now. It's all just been waved away by the Chancellor, sort of thing. So even if they want the staff want to question any of you over it, they probably won't because you're protected.
Nice.
And so they haven't really openly questioned anyone other than maybe a few comments at Vasilius when he was leaving, like, "Oh, what's going on with that?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna go," and then was gone forever. Well, maybe forever, I don't know. Maybe he'll come back as a late game summon.
Late game
Cran.
summon.
For money.
Cran comes back as the late game summon. So on the morning of the 8th day, since you were resurrected, I would say that you're all full health. You all have your full complement of spells, and you all have maximum hit dice. You have the quest to go and see the wizards who are traveling out, wandering band of trading wizards traveling around, and the quest to go to Safari. I think also you wanted vengeance and we're just going to go and murder some undeads because Raja's probably got his spidey sense all week, has been pinging at him from various locations in town from these two figures which seem to be maneuvering around the town. And then there's also these, I would say you probably get like some every now and then there'll be like, no, there's no activity up in the kettle pits, which is where Lash's gang used to hang out. And then sometimes there's loads of activity from undead creatures. And yeah, you've got like that supernatural thing that they use that makes a weird noise, goes off in your head.
He's also got, it detects fiends now, so I assume that like at some point he's gonna notice.
Well,
if
that's,
there's like
that's essentially
demon,
what
devil, or fiend or anything else lurking nearby, as well as the undeads.
That's essentially what I'm accounting for now, is that it's
Okay.
going off like crazy sometimes, in that sometimes it's an undead. You've definitely got a sense of undead. There's 2 undeads which are wandering around town every now and then. They seem to be more active at night. and then you've got one undead that comes from the mountainside, which every now and then to you is a lot more activity and seems to be fiendish in nature. But you have already spoken to Lash, at least, and maybe Vasilius briefly, in that they encountered what sounds like a banshee and some shadow demons. So
Right.
Let's go back and fight it.
Oh, yeah, we're not leaving. Roger.
I mean, I
won't leave
I
until
just
Ghost
remember
Hunter kills
you
it.
expressing that you wanted vengeance on that. You don't have. That is absolutely an optional fight. Stating for the record, because he's already killed 2 characters. I'm just stating for the record.
It is absolutely,
It's absolutely
an
an
optional
optional.
fight. But Roger will not leave town until he avenges
It's
Strings
also-
and removes
yeah.
an undead threat.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
I would be gung ho for killing a monster as well. That's probably the whole thing.
I think also though, although it is optional, the when Tolgar, Moggan, or Frelk came to see you, because you'd already mentioned it, or somebody had mentioned to the Chancellor that there were undead things up there. They probably mentioned that if you want to go and kill them, Mr. Famous Ghost Hunter, then you can, and they'll give you a little bit of money. It's on the, it's
Money
doing a
is
favor
good.
for the town.
Oh heck
So
yeah!
you can probably get a few coin out of Frelk. I think Frelk is the head bodyguard. Let me just remind myself.
It's Morgan. Isn't
it
it?
was Morgan.
Morgan's the middle
yeah,
guy.
great.
If that's the head guy, it's Morgan.
Great sword.
Yeah. Could I go back to them and ask
Morgan,
them to, instead of paying me for it, I want to have my Tulwar silvered.
Well, I mean, you can imagine that you did that over the 7 days, and they said no.
Okay, they just said no.
It's just not a service that they're able to provide. Maybe there's someone in town that can do it, and you can find out the cost.
Well, I mean, not directly from them, but like if the Chancellor or someone else in the temple is capable of it, getting a weapon that can actually harm undeads would be really nice for a ghost hunter.
I think the best thing that they would offer you, because they're very sharp, is just a bag of gold, and you can spend it on what you want.
Okay.
How much gold are we talking?
Don't know.
Money?
Didn't tell
we
you
would
anything.
have some.
Get the job done. We'll see what we got in the stores.
No,
Okay.
Raja didn't even ask when they said money. He's
Yeah,
like,
I feel
"All right."
like
He's A, not much of a negotiator, and B, was gonna do it anyway. So
I feel like this
the
week
chance
Walter
alive.
and Raja would definitely be catching up like all week too, and I'd probably be
Oh.
at the bedside the entire time.
Everyone roll me either a perception or an investigation check just for
no.
the whole week.
Oh no.
Alrighty.
Hey,
Raja's back.
Raja, Raja and Walter, you will have found throughout the week in like maybe in one of the taverns each that this also exists. Which is another thing that exists in town. It's very old. It's very like sun beaten. It looks like it's been around for some time, around maybe a year. But yeah, just so that you're aware, this is another thing that you guys found, maybe tore down from a notice board somewhere.
Yeah, I would have torn it down.
But this is the sort of money that they offer for rewards for people. The Chancellor is very rich. She's from a very ancient family. She's also a Chancellor and the Archpriest of town, which means that you get decent rewards for killing things on the Chancellor's dime.
Let's go.
Doing jobs for the Chancellor, like going to Safari and stuff. It usually pays very well, but also, you know, she's sort of after Lash, and there you go.
I
Should
can't
we
remember
go,
because it's been 3 weeks.
guys?
But did the Chancellor offer us payment for going to Safari, or is she just trying to force us into it?
Yeah, she did. She said it was. She said to give you 250 gold pieces before you go, and 250 gold when you return with whatever information you find that will be useful about Safari, and also if you find out any information on what happened to the Sandwalkers, she'll give you even more gold.
Okay.
Okay.
So 500 gold for the Safari quest is, and then with a potential plus if you find any more information.
What do you guys?
And she said that the town, like, vanished or like was swallowed by a sandstorm.
Oh no, she didn't say anything. She just said that there's reports.
Reports that it's.
I wrote it down specifically, and I'm glad I did.
Normally I remember this stuff the next week, but not after 3.
Yeah.
She said there was reports of a wild sandstorm, and that apparently, the town has gone missing. Probably to you, that would make you think the town has vanished into the sand. To everyone else, it would mean that everyone in the town has gone missing, not that the actual structures have vanished and all, like, you know. So you'd probably interpret it differently. Yeah,
so I guess, like, also during this week, since Walter has been the one coming in to, like, make sure Raja's not, like, passing out and dying, he would have got him up to speed on the fact that he has been hunting or stalking this sandstone, and also because we got attacked in the desert by it, so it's not like he can keep it a secret anymore. Like, he kind of has to come clean and tell Walter that he's been hunting a sand wraith that has gone around, and basically it is rumored to appear up from the sand, and like a giant wall of sand surrounds entire towns, and when the sand wall comes down, the town is just gone, all the people gone, everything gone, no traces, and sometimes like occasional wandering zombies and skeletons. That's been like the last 2 years of Raja's life have obsessively been tracking this thing, but after like a 6-month span of not getting any clues or being able to find it anywhere, he kind of gave up and started taking other jobs just because he was running out of money, and that's how he ended up meeting the crew in the first place. And also, he would probably have mentioned at like some very emotional moment, his hometown vanished to this thing too, and everyone that he knows. So he has a personal vendetta against this creature and wants to find it. He would tell Walter that specifically and probably not mention it to the others.
Shit. Okay.
It only took us like 35 episodes for
Yeah,
my backstory
right?
to ever
Right?
become relevant.
Well, I guess, I mean, do you guys just want to decide here and now where we go? Do you guys want to go Banshee
doesn't
or
really have an opinion
yeah?
as usual.
I feel like I'd be
Yeah.
pushing like we should just go get the Banshee.
Yeah, I agree. We can't leave that thing up there waiting to kill someone else, and besides, it owes us blood.
Do we happen to have 300 gold for a diamond? Because it's a lot cheaper for 300 gold to bring you back immediately than, do the whole Banshee thing again.
Well,
Bring us back. Don't worry. We're
if
we're not going to die again.
we kill the Banshee, then we get the 300 gold, right? We get more than that. So
The Chancellor's loaded, but she didn't exactly give us a price. And besides, it's the 3 lackeys that offered us the reward, not her. I don't know if they have the same budget, but nonetheless, it'll be worth it. Or we could go back to the Velvet Crown, and I could cut off the head of that. What's his name? The guy that was in charge that took all of my money, exactly to the tune of 300 gold. But you guys said we shouldn't go back to Sin River.
Probably
we
not.
need to
No.
go back to Sin River.
why?
So everybody that Lash told about this is gone. But Lash and Strings had a mission there. Because I need to see some wizards about a spell.
What kind of spell? I can do them sometimes when
I
I
don't think
feel
you
like it.
can do this one.
What is it? What's it called?
Well, I need to permanently alter my appearance, okay?
Remember
Permanently.
these? I'm just gonna hold up the reward poster and say, "Remember these?" She needs a different face.
Also, like polymorph.
I feel like when he busts that out, there's like a visible flinch and like
Don't worry, I'm not gonna show it to Carlias.
well, there are probably still some of those floating around and
Yeah, I found one this week too.
this
Oh.
I
this
ripped
week.
it down. Don't worry.
They look
But-
really old. Like these were posted a long time ago. I seriously doubt there's any bounty hunters actively pursuing that. And I'm kidding about Carlias. We already had this conversation. But
Huh? What?
huh? Is he in the room? Did he walk in? Oh,
Yeah, I hear my
I'll-
name and I
Yeah,
walk in. I'm
I
like,
feel like we're all probably.
You're probably all having breakfast or something. Like you're
Yeah,
just
I'll-
eating breakfast that morning.
Yeah, whenever he walks in, I'll just hold it up and say, "This is still a thing, but it's old." I
Yeah,
really
but-
doubt there's any
Oh.
bounty hunters actively tracking it right
But
now.
Walter
What-
said he just found one.
Well, yeah, it's
Right.
old
They've
though.
probably
It's-
they've probably been stuck on that bulletin board for a year or
Yeah,
longer.
it was under a bunch of other ones.
would
It was under a
Carlias know
flyer.
any other bounty hunters that like are very persistent and such?
You, your background gives you access to loads of bounty hunters, right?
It gives me access to contacts and people like in the field.
Yeah. So I would imagine that you definitely know various bounty hunters, but they take those, roll them up, shove them in a bag, and then wander around. You know, like some
True.
actively look for marks. After a year, for 1,000 gold, probably
worth
no
it.
one really like desperately hunting Lash anymore, assuming her to be dead or completely gone, maybe off continent. Lash is very good at hiding. She's been avoiding bounty hunters for a year. So
I'll probably just turn back to the group like, well, just hope that they're not persistent and you should be fine.
I'm sure that
although
if
there
one sees
are-
her, they'll recognize her and know, though.
Sure.
There are some out there that are a little bit kooky. You never know.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean-
I think it's for the best.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's just polymorph. I mean, you just
Didn't you once tell me that there's two polymorphs?
well, yeah. There's,
One's only temporary, right?
I think I don't know. I haven't studied it yet.
I think they called it true polymorph.
Right. Well, that's I don't know. There's not many wizards know how to do that spell, are there?
Are you
probably gonna be
proficient in Arcana, Walter?
yes.
Give me an Arcana check. True polymorph
This is our sorcerer, folks.
can't be any different to normal polymorph. Surely
Yeah,
true
no,
polymorph is
it's pretty
almost
much the
exactly
same.
the same
It's
level
obviously
4 spell.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I'll be able to do it soon. I'll just do it on you. Don't worry. You'll wake up in the morning with a new body.
Done.
Oh, perfect.
But
Yeah.
it'll be permanent?
100%. Of course.
But the wizards and
Yeah, they don't know anything. They don't travel anywhere.
Just
Raja and I,
Walter's-
we've been around the block.
well,
Just
they
try-
were
trust me.
traveling. That's
Walter's-
why I had to
Walter's-
wait.
Walter's really good at this stuff.
Amazing.
Just take his word for it.
Honest. Like,
Okay.
look at me. I'll do like a cantrip as like the blue flame kind of goes all over me again. Like, obviously.
Well, can
made
you
of
do
magic.
it now?
Well, no.
What do you need?
Another level.
He needs practice.
Yeah, I have to practice it. I'm not experienced.
Okay, well
Enough.
maybe those wizards.
Yeah, let him practice on lizards and rocks and stuff
Yeah.
like that before
Yeah.
we do it on you. Last thing
Okay,
we
but
need
I
is
don't
just-
want to look like
maybe-
a lizard.
We should go kill this banshee and then maybe we'll get some gold and we can learn spells. Seriously, guys, Raja and I used to do this all the time. Banshee's nothing. It's easy.
Yeah, easy. By the way,
Archie does need to die.
Arden. Where's Arden?
Yes.
What?
He's talking
What are you-
probably to somebody else.
Okay.
No, you can call it over.
If you got a second.
Yes. One moment, my dear. Raja, yes. You look different when you're not dead. Raja, wait 1 second. Raja, go pick up that dinner for me. Oh my god. Okay, never mind. Just had to try.
I don't even want to know what you guys were doing to me while I was dead. There's a spell that prevents all sound. And
Okay.
do you know it or can you cast it?
Let's see here. Going to my notes. Off the top of my head, no, but I might be able to figure it out. It's
Awesome.
probably as easy as polymorph.
Oh yeah, easy. Off the top of my head, yes, clerics can learn silence.
I mean, yes, I could have it ready for you after a rest.
Yeah, practice it or get it ready.
Okay.
Because when we fight this thing, here's the thing. Raj is going to pull out his notebook and open up an incomplete page that says Banshee, but like the sketch is basically, it's a horrible sketch. It doesn't look anything like it. And then he's just going to turn the sketch around and like on his notes on the side. So I've read about these, but I've never actually found one in person. When you first start fighting them, they scream, and survivors report that this scream can shatter eardrums, puncture, like it hurts. It can knock people unconscious or drive them insane. So when we fight it, we want to do so in silence. If you can learn that spell, killing this thing will be easy. Plus, I just want to see what it looks like.
Wait, wouldn't silence? Wouldn't that would make me useless?
Well,
Wait till-
I mean,
I mean,
we
you could
wouldn't
still-
be able
you
to
could-
cast anything inside of it.
I could
don't
hang
need to.
back.
We could just sit there and shoot it, most likely. Or you can cast your spells from further away, or
Yeah.
step out when it's done screaming, or wait until I slice its tongue out, and then do whatever you need to do. But
Okay,
May I do a check to see if would that silence theoretically work like that with the Banshee?
You can give me, I guess, a nature check. It would maybe work.
That's a weird check for that roll.
Yeah, I don't know. Nature is my Pokedex roll as well, for
Yeah.
the most part. So,
Yeah, I can learn it.
I mean,
Yeah.
so he learns a spell. We grab lunch, come back in a couple of hours, and then we go kill a banshee.
sounds like a plan. Yeah, silence is a spell that I have an option of learning as a ranger. So I
Yeah.
figure Raja would
Bard,
at least
cleric,
like
ranger.
he would at least know something about the spell, and it says that it just prevents. I was thinking of learning it myself, but it says any object or creature entirely inside the sphere is immune to thunder damage, and creatures are deafened while entirely inside it. So I would imagine we can't hear the banshee screaming.
Yeah.
I don't know if that actually works that way, but
Real quick.
yeah, I think you need to be inside the 20-foot radius when the whale goes off, and
Does
theory
Raja
works out.
still have the piss blanket on him?
yeah, that's. I was actually going
I
to
think you
mention that
probably
at some
got that.
point. At some point during the week, he would have said, "Why can't I sit up?" And the poison blanket is stuck to the bed, and he and Walter would have to wrestle it
Yeah.
off.
I feel like
I would
keep
just
that.
assumed that somebody dealt with that
Okay.
fucking blanket.
I am taking that fucking blanket.
Folded it up.
Yeah.
and
Well,
put it
Walter
in
wouldn't-
at the
Walter
bottom
wouldn't
of a
know what it-
pack somewhere.
Walter and Raja both wouldn't know what it is because Walter
We
wasn't
would
around.
we
so-
would discover it at some
Oh,
point.
that's now
So
known
there-
as the
there-
piss blanket.
There has to have been like an hour-long sequence of Walter saying, "Oh, let me pull that off," and like trying to pull it off Raja's back, and then his hand gets stuck to it, and he's taking poison damage while they're, and then like the innkeeper walks in and sees Walter like bent over Raja behind, like yanking on him, and goes, "Oh, I'm
Some
sorry," and
sense of
closes
piss.
the door.
Yeah, I think at some point you folded it up. Like, you still have the item.
Okay,
We can
all right.
assume that it's folded up and
I'm throwing
secreted away
Piss
somewhere.
blanket into my
Okay.
sticky piss blanket, rather.
We could shove that thing in the banshee's mouth and see it trying to scream then.
We'll capture a banshee and just wrap her up in it and smack her off the walls and shit.
Yeah.
If only we had a barbarian, we would literally be able to kill bosses by wrapping them in it and then smashing it off the wall repeatedly until it's dead.
If only you had a barbarian.
I guess we take. Do we take a long rest here and just wait, or?
Well, you only need to do like a little rest. I mean, you've had 7 days to prepare for this, so we can assume that like
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Raja
You've
could have just
mentioned
as
this.
easily told Arden yesterday, "Hey,
Yeah.
get silence ready for today."
yeah,
All right.
it's whatever at this point. You guys can have been slowly coming up with this plan, preparing to feel better or strong enough to go and deal with the banshee. And
Oh,
yeah,
actually,
as you guys what?
whenever the
What's
group is
happened?
all together, Carlos is gonna. So I got 2 things I want to ask you guys.
Yeah.
One, I'm gonna lift up the orb. That was the original quest. What the hell do we do with this?
Oh yeah, that. We do still need to deliver that to Crimson City.
And 2, I don't know why, but I have this medallion. Any of you guys know a Xerxes or something?
A what?
Who?
On this medallion, it has 2 axes, and in Dwarven it says Drex Xerxes.
Maybe it's
Which
a
the
misspell.
Drex looks like my name, or my surname. And Xerxes is the rest of the name.
Can I inspect it? What is
Sure.
it? What language is it in?
Investigation check.
Dwarven.
Investigation.
It's an old medallion that says Drex Xerxes on it. Nothing weird.
Yeah, I've got nothing.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It's pretty.
Lash, what was that? You said there was a dwarf that would traveled with you guys shortly and died in the cave. What was his last name?
I don't. Bill? I think it was Bill.
Good name.
Okay.
It's a good name.
Really good name.
Meal Bill.
Strong name.
Strong.
I like it.
Bill.
Wait, there was another dwarf?
They
You
caught
had
us all
another
up on
dwarf
it.
join the group?
Well,
They said that
I mean,
you would already be aware.
he just sort of.
I mean,
did.
it was like a temporary dwarf. You know, not.
You had another
permanent.
dwarf join the group?
Temporary
he was a
dwarf.
good fighter.
I mean, oof.
I don't even know you people anymore.
Well,
I mean,
I
we
mean, in
just
all
met.
fairness, he's dead. I think he never came back.
Sure.
Speaking of which, where's the lizard? He's dead too, isn't he?
Have we not already established all this beforehand?
I don't think so. I don't think
Brad,
so.
to need a moment.
Brad already said that we caught
I said
up on all this.
unless you specifically kept any information back, we can assume that you each
So
know everything that you.
I was gonna
you
wonder,
did.
like, where's Arden right now mentally?
He's going off to his room.
like if I recall, doesn't that medallion summon a wolf or some junk?
No.
Like a
No,
No,
summon-
that's a different medallion.
that's a different one.
That
Okay.
was his like necklace. He had like another one
Gotcha.
which was just a thing. There's some sort of strange link somewhere between Carlias and Gamil, but due to ignorance, we may never find out what that is. We can
Due
assume that you
to
guys like
Certain people in this group having terrible memories.
You guys finish up your breakfast, prepare your spells, pack a bag, stretch out, and head on off towards Lash's old nest
Yeah.
Yep, I'll lead the way.
Yep, we'll do that.
through town. Which route do you take through town? Do you go through the slums?
I
No, we don't. For fear of Carlias' hand.
I don't think.
You can go through the industrial district, the slums, or the business district to get there. I'm just asking which way you go.
Yeah, he's just innocently asking which way we go.
Yeah.
We're going
Curious.
whichever way the emerald pickaxe is not anywhere near.
yeah, Rajas.
The Emerald
I'm
Pickaxe
assuming
is in the industrial
Okay,
district.
so we go through the
We're
slums
going to
then.
slums. We're going to
it's in the
Slums.
business district.
Yeah. The slums is the safest route out of town.
Oh,
Good.
God.
I'm glad I chose that. Now let's go.
Yeah, you guys head out through the across the train tracks. Probably a few people saying like, "There ain't going to be no trains for days out here," because there ain't.
Wow.
And then
I'd probably say Carlias is walking ahead of the group. A little bit
Yeah.
has a little bit of a grudge that that the group would allow another dwarf into the group.
incredibly, I didn't realize that one of your flaws is incessantly
Jealousy.
jealous.
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
I mean,
that
if you have 2 dwarves in a group, it is just it's bad.
yeah,
Next
well,
They'll fight each other
little did we
all
know,
day
yeah.
long.
Next character's gonna be a
We know.
dwarf. I'm going with that dwarf
Um,
berserker now.
You probably head past the broken hammer and peek in the windows as you do. There's those 2 characters, Johnny and Scree, sat at
Oh
the
yeah,
back,
yep.
Oh yeah.
still drinking, sat in their seats. And then you head out, sort of out of Shallow Scar and up towards the mountainous area, heading up to the direction that Lash is directing you, or Carlias is sort of like leading the party. Defiantly and jealously, and then Lash it's just do a left there.
A
Okay.
little to the right.
Just kind of heads up towards where the kettle pits was, Lash's old hideout, and you come to the cave entrance, an old dusty hole in the side of the mountain that you may not notice were you not looking for it. Just inside, there's a couple of wooden platforms that suggest that somebody was once here. Perhaps at first you might expect it to be like an old mine shaft, but there's no mining equipment, no evidence of any old mine shaft. It just looks like this was somebody's old home. A few ladders lead further down into the actual sort of it's a mostly naturally formed cave system which has been made to live in for years and years and years and years, up until this year when nobody lives in it. They are dead in it.
Why?
You guys going in?
Yeah.
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 Let's do it.
We should be cautious. You guys said a dwarf died in here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Strings
Strings
died in there.
died in
Yeah.
here.
Also a
You know,
dragonborn.
like
also the lizard.
the one that you were close to.
the actual
The
character that
person, the
knew.
person you actually knew and were friends with, yeah, he died.
Listen, jealousy blinds people, okay?
Love is
He's probably
blind.
thinking, did that dwarf have a gun as well? Was he a gunslinger? Probably had that
No.
conversation with the group as well.
He didn't sling any guns.
Where they assured him that Gamil was an untalented, uninspired, boring character, and that no decent person would ever associate with him.
How big was his biceps? How strong was he?
Who is
Ar-
not
Arden,
very
Where'd he
strong.
come from?
Arden said he was 10 feet tall.
10 foot tall dwarf? That's a...
Yeah. Said he was
10-foot
massive.
tall
I don't know.
dwarf.
I just got here last
Oh,
week.
he was a dwarf? I thought you said. Oh. Yeah, it's 10 feet tall.
Anyway,
No, dwarfs
listen
can't-
up.
Have you ever
There's a
met a dwarf? Lash, how
banshee
tall
in
was
there.
he?
And you never will
Uh,
meet a dwarf
He
because
was
he's
shorter
dead.
than me.
Shorter than her. Yeah, see?
There we go. It's fine. Probably pat him on the back. It's okay, man. I just got here. No other dwarf is better than you.
Who's this guy?
I've been dead for like 3 weeks. How the hell do you know? You've been watching me? Do you know who I am?
No. Yes, no. Yes, I mean, I know you, but I don't, like,
I'm just
no.
gonna put my hands
No,
on
you-
Walter's shoulders and be like, I love it when he gets like this. Let's go.
I mean,
You guys head on in.
uh-oh.
Lash,
Uh-huh.
as you step in, you hear a familiar voice. Nobody else hears the voice, just Lash. Coming from deep within the tunnel, somewhere further in, you hear the voice of your old elder Kessie, crying. And you hear the sobs and the sort of low wails. This isn't a horrible, horrific wail. You do hear it drift up through the tunnel, and you hear her say, "So, you've come back." And
Guys,
who would you say was closest to Strings out of everybody else?
Closest,
Lash.
like, distance or closest
I'd say
friend?
Lash.
Closest
Yeah,
friends.
Lash.
It was Lash. He
Lash.
was, like, madly in love with her.
yeah.
Lash, you also hear Strings with a sort of strained voice from further in say, Don't do it. Don't come.
What? Oh, guys, I heard Kessie, just like before, and she's crying, and that was a trick. But I also hear Strings. He said, "Don't come in."
Well, that's a sign I'm not going in. I'm
Can
out.
I, voices?
Can I hear
Come
this?
on,
Brad?
you left us.
Can I ask
You
you?
left us in the fighting pits.
You are not leaving me again.
You're not leaving us here.
You know, Roger, that just touched my heart. If I had one.
You're all really fucked up, man. Roger,
Look,
can banshees do the...
shh.
Quiet. And I'm gonna do my sense and do my spider sense and see how many like presences I can sense in here of either undead or fiend types.
Yeah. You immediately sense one undead and one fiend from further in.
Oh,
There's
I
two.
I can still hear them.
Flash, you're the only one that can hear him.
Right, I can lead the
you
way.
Said I could, yeah, you said one of each, right? Okay.
Don't let this be another situation like in the cave with Strings.
No, look, I'll sneak. I'll go first.
What happened in the cave?
Apparently there was someone, I think his name was Billy or something, I don't know. Strings could hear him and see him apparently, but...
Sounds like you guys had quite the travels while I was gone.
Yeah, wow.
Alright.
Well, no, Raja knows they're here, and I can hear them. I'll go first.
I can sense both of them, yeah. I can't hear them, but they're here.
Brad,
So,
real quick,
Yeah.
am I affected by any of this shit in any way?
What is your like general? You're just you get possessed, right? You don't have like
Yeah.
a weird
oh my god.
sixth sense.
Oh,
No, but it's like definitely more sensitive to ghosts and shit.
Oh
Hmm.
dear.
I would say you probably have like a maybe this cave leaves your hairs standing on end.
Okay.
To a degree, but the yeah, there's no direct effect on you.
Okay. I'm still staying like I'm last in line no matter what.
I mean, you guys know there's a fucking horrible undead presence here. It's,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
not
yeah,
like-
I
it's
just
not like
don't know if
a surprise to you,
That
but nothing
horrible.
is directly happening to you. You don't have
It's
anyone.
just
don't- I
we made our plan to deal
You're
with
currently
one,
not. You're currently
two.
not possessed.
I just don't want that horrible undead thing to enter me, and
Oh.
yeah, I'm as far back as possible. I'm letting them lead.
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
don't
say-
know. Can Walter resist? Actually, Raj probably going to ask him, like, turn around and say, "This isn't going to be a problem, is it?"
Never tried it. Guess we'll know.
Well,
Just
all right.
we'll do the questions after.
Okay, let's-
he doesn't want to say it in front of the rest of the group.
Yeah.
'cause-
Okay.
And unlike
Ugh.
Vasilius, I can't just sit here and like mind
Yeah.
talk to people, so I actually have to like be
Guys.
careful.
Guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Is the map?
Here's
supposed to
what
be
we do.
switched over, by the way?
Is who? Oh yeah, the map.
The map is-
I'll get to it in a bit.
Oh, okay.
Okay. They will probably come to us. How about you get in a position, and then I'll make some noise.
Okay.
I think this is a great idea. I'm gonna fall back with Walter.
I think it might be better for us to sneak up on them.
But they spoke. They know I'm here. They
Do
know.
Do they know I'm here?
Oh, I don't know.
You're not the only quiet person in this group.
I want to prepare an action real quick, Brad.
Mhm.
I want to, as soon as we engage, like just before turn order starts, I'm twinning haste on Carlias and on Raja. So they both get hasted.
When you say just before the action starts, though, how do you know when the action's going to start?
Literally the second I hear like swords clang or there's a crazy banshee appearing in front of us, like as soon as one of them engage a banshee,
Then you'd have to roll initiative.
That's cool. No, because you can sort of
you can ready the action beforehand.
Yeah,
And
that's fine. You guys are going in like hyper prepared, so I feel
Yeah,
like it's fair.
True.
yeah. And I'll say to Arden, "You've got that spell ready, right? Because it's horrible."
So, who are you? I'm just gonna be asking our new friend Walter.
I used to be with Raja. We used to hunt these things together.
Ah, okay. Why are you here? When did you join the group?
What? I'm here because I used to be with Raja. We used to hunt these things together.
I feel like I've met you before.
Well, you have.
Yeah,
I
a week
have.
ago
Yeah.
Oh.
when I brought Raja, or when I came,
Uh-huh.
we talked about Raja.
Oh.
He told me to find you.
Arden, are you feeling okay?
Well, I'm sure you'll be a wonderful asset on the team. I'm just gonna slap him on the back. Let's go kill some bad things.
All right. How are you approaching this?
I have a kitty,
cave?
by the way.
You guys just heading in cautiously.
So, I'm gonna head in first,
Yeah.
as stealth as I can be, and my
Mhm.
plan is to then call to Kesse as if I believe that it's Kesse.
All right, give me a stealth check.
Okay.
Are you pushing all the way into the cave system where you guys encountered her before?
I'd like to just go into the initial room and see if we can lure them to us.
All right.
Since they're probably bored and...
Then I will
Hungry.
drag y'all over here,
Oh.
back into this map. So feel free to move yourselves back around
Sure.
Okay.
from the entranceway down and around into that main room.
Probably prepare here. Yeah.
The closer you get to the, or the further you move in, Lash, the more obvious the crying is, and it's sort of like wild crying. Every now and then, it's like a screech, like she's insane, as opposed to it being like
Ew.
actually sad. She's just sort of sobbing and crying, and then she just lets out like a wild screech. And for you, it's as loud as it could possibly be in this very dark and quiet
Ugly
cave
crying.
system.
And no one else hears a thing.
No one else hears it. It's just sort of hyper tuned into you. It would seem insane to you that nobody can hear it, because it sounds like it's echoing off the walls, even though it's only you that seems to notice it.
I think it's
You hear
getting
no more from
closer. It's really
strings.
loud.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna
It's...
place down a torch here, right where I am. If you can throw light on there, and then I was gonna place down another torch down here. If you could throw light on that too.
I literally can't see anything on the whole map
Oh, really? Hold on. It
other
could be
than my
your
own
tokens.
other
Your
than my own
tokens got-
token.
Well, that's why I was throwing down light, is so that we could all
Yeah.
see.
Yeah,
You
well,
don't
I
have
mean,
dark vision.
we headed out in the middle of the day, didn't we? I mean, we're standing right inside the cave. It shouldn't be pitch black.
Well,
No, it is. You are inside the cave. The only area that has light is all the way up in the entranceway,
Okay.
and then you climb down into this place. This is a thieves' hideout, first and foremost, right?
Mhm.
So
As I don't hear strings anymore, I just hear Kesse. She's really loud.
Where did you encounter her exactly last time?
Further
Also,
on.
if it's this dark, I'm gonna have to like light my lantern and be carrying it with me.
Yeah.
let me give you power over these torches, Jay. You can put
Okay.
them wherever you want.
Cool. There we go.
All right, so you guys should all be able to see this light, yeah, from the torches.
Yeah, I can see
Yep.
that.
There we go.
Okay, if everyone's ready.
I'm gonna walk up to Fairlight, Mr. Raja. Is a banshee undead?
Yes.
Okay, good to know.
Okay,
It's a
tell
vengeful
me.
spirit returned from someone that was offended in life.
Okay, tell me when you're ready, and I'll yell.
I think we're ready. Yeah, I think we're good.
Is everybody ready?
I guess so.
Sounds
Arden.
good.
I have a
Arden,
bad feeling about this.
the moment anything walks in here, you put that silence dome down around us.
As soon as I see the banshee thingy, I will
No,
silence
no, no,
it.
no. As soon as you hear it.
As soon as I hear the whatever, yes.
All right. Where are you readying it to go?
When everyone says that they're ready, I'm just at the top of my lungs gonna scream, Cassie, I'm here! It's Lash!
The crying immediately stops from your own perception. You just suddenly no longer hear any crying, and then from the wall in front of you towards the south of the room, the sort of sandstone that makes up this wall kind of begins to vibrate and shimmer and shake, and then this sort of hand starts to appear through the wall, and then a beak as this vision, this
Oh, God.
creature starts to appear once again. I think as soon as you see this beak and this face and these horrible rotten kind of it's a kenku, but it has like this rotten flesh, and these are like half of the feathers are missing. You can see the horrible rotten flesh, sallowed and white underneath, very pale.
I'm
With his
nudging Arden
clothing.
frantically.
These like ripped clothes hanging down. Eyes only on Lash, fixated on Lash. She sort of appears in front of you, and everybody's spells go off at once as the thing opens its beak and begins to screech at you from the other side of the wall.
God.
But That's where we're going to go to our break first.
God
And when we return, it's all going to kick off.
All right, we'll be back in 3 to 5, everyone.
Welcome back.
To the stage of history.
Be playing. What am I doing? It's a fight. This is going great. I just had a complete fucking computer shutdown, and now I'm back again, guys. All right. Definitely all good.
We're all good. There we go.
Yes. Right. So this fucking goddamn banshee, fucking beaked Elder Kessie looking thing, stepped through the wall, outstretched claw hand, rotten flesh face and beak, opens its mouth and begins to let out a wail. At the exact same time, Walter does his readied action.
Yeah.
What is it?
They're both hasted. Carlias and Raja, I've twinned haste, and I'm now concentrating the effect on both of them.
Okay.
It is a con spell, just so you know.
Raja, well, you need to remember that.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know.
Well, I'm making sure that you remember it. I just have to find Windows.
It would be a shame if Jay were to forget about it and just leave the spell on forever.
It so should be on the player to remember concentration, but they never do because players are bastards. I'll remember.
We're
one
so
day.
dead, dude. He's so angry.
We came back that before we went into this fight, I was in a good mood, and now I'm in a bad mood because Windows pissed me off and just changed the entire fucking difficulty level. The challenge rating of the fight just went up by 40.
Oh god.
The fiend I'm sensing in the other room just became what's her name? The Queen of Chaos.
Yeah.
Level 30.
And then Arden casts Silence in a 20-foot radius, presumably here.
Yeah, I mean that works. Wherever the wherever it's coming out, I would probably put the edge of it there, so it's try and get as much of the range as possible.
Why'd you put this torch all the way over here?
I thought she was gonna come from the right.
I can't even see our party. You guys are over here in the dark. This torch sucks.
We'll put that there. There you go.
There we go.
Your torch sucks.
Your torch sucks.
I think I might be able to just give you a circle to put down so that we know, because it's probably going to be important. If we put a little, I just want a little
silence, a 20-foot radius or 15-foot radius.
20 foot. 20 foot.
How about I just give you this thing? 20-foot radius is gonna be what?
Something like that.
A bit bigger.
It's about that, yeah. No.
Well,
it would be
20-foot radius.
40 feet from one end to the other.
Oh, okay, yeah. I always mess up a radius and square.
Like that?
Yes.
Sounds good.
That is the silence range. So anyone trying to cast VSM stuff in there. What is haste?
Haste is the spell that I'm putting on him.
Yeah, what is it? VSM?
It's VSM.
Do they have to roll initiative?
No. It would have gone off beforehand.
Why? They both go off at exactly the same time.
You literally said in the order describing it that I do my thing and then he does his thing. Oh, you said that?
All right. Okay. Yeah. I'll let you off. All right. Initiatives then.
All right.
Go at the same time.
Go.
As, that stuff is happening behind you, Lash. You hear the wonderful dulcet tones of strings.
Oh no.
As he says, Lash, why did you leave me to die? And then he appears behind you.
Oh, fuck.
How does he say anything? Or is she hearing it in her head?
Telepathic.
In my head.
Yeah, it has telepathy, and String's Shadow Demon appears. So this thing looks a lot like the other ones. They all look very, very similar. They're like big floating masses of shadow. There is some resemblance of a body, a face, maybe some sharp teeth. Every now and then, the shadowy mass of a face forms into something that resembles the dragonborn face of Strings. And then again, it becomes something else. It's almost as if this is part Strings, part shadow, part just some other fiendish demon abyssal creature inhabiting Strings. And that is that.
Shit.
Okay. I need dice. I don't know how to DM. It's been too long, Brad. Let's see here. 17 on that, 14 on that. Let's go. All right. So Carlisle is first, but not first because everyone needs to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit.
Oh, what?
The thing lets out a wail, and none of you fucking hear it. You can see the bitch.
Are you?
What?
Is it? Okay.
No.
Okay.
They have 2 separate saves.
Yeah.
I should have cast Protection from Evil on myself before we got in here, but I am dumb.
You have been dead for a week.
Yeah, a little Raja Rusty.
A little
I'm too rusty.
Yeah.
All right, so an 8, a 10, and a 7 are fails. Lash, Walter, Carlias. The horrifying visage of the banshee before you freaks you out so badly that you are now frightened. And you can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn, although with disadvantage if the banshee is within a line of sight. And everyone else has made it, and also is it's impossible for you to become frightened for 24 hours. Bringing us to Carlias' first turn. Now, frightened Carlias means that you can't move towards the thing, and I think you also have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of your fear is within a line of sight, and you can't move any closer towards the poltergeist in front of you.
That's fine because I was going to turn around to the Strings demon.
Yep.
And so I asked the group when your computer crashed, since I have the gunslinger expert feat now, I get to do a bonus attack.
Okay.
With a gun.
Okay.
So since I'm hasted, I have multi-attack plus the bonus attack plus a haste attack.
Yeah.
So that's just 4 attacks?
It's yeah.
Yep.
As long as haste doesn't say that it's a bonus attack, then yeah, you're
No,
good.
it says you just get an extra.
Right.
You get
Extra attack.
an additional action on each of your turns.
Thank
That
you.
action can only be used to take the attack with 1 weapon attack only. Dash, disengage, hide, or use an object. Also, bless you.
Thank you. Sorry, I thought
So,
I
yeah.
was muted.
4
That's even
shots.
better than I thought. That means you get the extra attack, or you can use it not even as a bonus action, but additional separate action. So that means you get action, bonus action, plus then you get your extra 1 attack or a dash disengage. So we all get to basically be Lash. It's great.
So could I actually use that haste as a reload?
Yeah, it takes you an action to reload, right, on this class.
Yeah.
So I could use it as that. All right. So
It
right
says
now,
that action can only be used to attack, dash, disengage, or hide. So oh wait, it says or use an object. Use an object could be reload, right?
I need to read the gunslinger class because again, it's its own separate pile of bullshit, isn't it?
because for gunslinger at level 15, I get a
weapon
reload any firearm.
number of times equal to its reload score, but you must spend 1 attack or 1 action to reload. So you can use an attack to reload. So yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Damn.
So right now it's going to be 4 attacks into Strings demon with Scar Shot.
All right. Give me 4.
Are those at disadvantage because of the ghost?
No,
or does it
I,
not- if he's looking away, does it not count with the line of sight thing?
It's only disadvantage
no.
against that specific thing.
No. It
Oh, no,
has,
wait. Oh, no, it is.
no,
Yeah, yeah.
It's all disadvantage.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's still within your line of sight. I mean, I know you're not looking at it, but it's still there. If the thing fucked off into the wall or you left the room, you'd potentially be able to.
All right, I'm gonna spend 2 grip points in the first 2 attacks.
Can I?
Okay.
So 4 attacks.
The first 2 are with standard.
Standard, yeah.
With disadvantage, yeah. Incredibly. No, 3 hits.
Wow.
Nice.
Nice. 666.
Please roll 3 6s on the demon.
666 would have done something special. 100%. I would have allowed that. I would have made some crazy shit happen, but it didn't. Cool.
That's 23 damage.
This thing appears behind Lash, and you don't hear it say anything, by the way, but you definitely notice it materialize. It's huge. Well, it's large, but it's huge. It appears through the wall. Again, it's like its hands are reaching out towards Lash. Both the Shadow Demon and the Banshee appear to be like hyper focused on Lash for the moment, and then suddenly Carlias is firing, bam, 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 just doing the fucking like good, bad, and the ugly thing.
Fanning the hammer.
Fanning the hammer, and you see them hit this creature. The bullets do like pass through it and just hit the wall behind. One of them is a clear miss. The others kind of hit it, and you see it reducing the sort of the thickness of the shadow. It becomes a little more incorporeal with each hit. You do 23 piercing damage. But it also kind of looks a little like shots don't hurt as much as they should, because it's a fucking shadow. The thing is also freaking you out near you. Sort of like putting you off a little bit. If this is the end of your turn, you can make another Wiz saving throw.
Yeah. There we go.
Nice. Yeah, you are way less afraid of the poltergeist, the banshee behind you, at the end of your turn. However, another thing happens at the wall in the far end. You see another shadow demon.
Thanks, Windows.
This one, yeah, it didn't exist.
How did I not sense the demons?
Because it's just come.
Because Windows.
They just materialize out of nowhere. All right.
They've just materialized.
Feels bad, man.
Yeah. Well, they weren't on this plane until now. Currently, they're literally being summoned as they raise up out of the fucking floor from their horrible fiend. These are fiends. So the Banshee's always here. The Shadow Demons are not always here.
I had a feeling it was going to be like this when you said I could occasionally sense increased activity, like they're coming and going.
Yeah.
Ripperoni.
The sonar that you have is now going off.
Which is good, because when Carlios is shooting the one behind us, I literally can't even hear it, so I wouldn't have even known that it... I wouldn't know that he's shooting something 5 feet away, because it's literally making 0 sound as he's doing it.
Yeah, there's no noise here at all. As this one appears, Lash, you hear the voice of Call, your old best friend, say, why, Lash? Why did you leave us to die? As it raises up out of the ground. This one very much resembles Call as it appears, and then again continues to shift in and out of form, sometimes Kenku-ish, sometimes more shadowy, sometimes more fiendish, as these shifting, continually moving shadows materialize to a degree. But it does bring us to Raj's turn.
I guess, okay. Can I sense any more than these, or?
Not right now.
Not yet? Okay. Alright, I am going to... I have so many bonus actions I have to pick between. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and use Slayer's Eye to look at Cassie And I'm gonna advance to right here and give her the old smack.
Okay.
Let's see.
Does Slayer's Eye gives you some resistances and immunities and stuff like that, right?
Those don't kick in until level 7. That's when I get the whole like advantage on saving throw stuff.
Okay.
But that's not till next level. Oh wait, I have greater favorite enemy. I have advantage on everything from the demons. That's nice, but not from Kessie. She's undead.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. I'm going to smack once and twice with my multi-attack. Oh, come here. Both are made with advantage because she hasn't moved yet in this combat.
Did you roll by accident 3 times, or do you roll in 3?
I accidentally rolled, but I'm gonna make a third attack anyway because I'm hasted. So
Well, that's 2 hits and a critical fail.
it's advantage. She hasn't moved yet.
Oh yeah, you get advantage on all of them. Yeah. So 3 hits.
Damage. Where's my damage? Come here. Guess who's back, baby? Doing what I do.
Don't forget
The
Slayer's
band-
Eye.
I feel like Raj
Slayer's Eye
actually says
damage.
that.
Raj is yelling. Like you can't hear a word he's saying. But first off, he runs right up to it. Wins the frightened check, the wisdom check, and he just says, "I'm not afraid of you," but no one can hear it. And then he's just chopping it. He's like, "It's good to be back, boys."
This is what the fuck I do.
Slayer's Eye.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. So
Does Slayer's Eye add to your?
I think Slayer's Eye is only added to the
Or is it
first.
A separate thing like on this mark.
In addition, first time each turn you hit the target with a weapon attack. It's only 1d6 on the first hit. But
Okay.
yeah, it is an extra 1.
1. Cool. So this thing is screaming, but it's completely silent, and you run across the room again. Whatever you're saying or thinking, or your feet, it's all quietly happening. The thing sort of like finishes its like wail, and then you're just like striking it. Your Tolwar is like maybe your first swing you hit with like full force, expecting it naturally to hit something, and you just bang hit the wall behind it as your Tolwar is passing through it. The thing does move and seem to be caught on the thing to a degree. It does get affected by you striking it with the Tolwar, but it feels like it doesn't feel like you're hitting a person or something solid. It feels like you're cutting through like cake or something that's very easy to cut through.
Good old cake apparitions.
Cake apparition. So yeah, you're feeling some resistance, but not as much as you would normally as the Tolwar just passes through, and you deal, what is that in total?
36
damage to
18 if it's
Is it-
resistant.
Is it time for the thing? Do we do the thing now?
Do we need
Where we
the thing
die?
yet?
We definitely need the thing. We always need the thing.
I mean, we need to do the thing, but not when it's only one target right next to me.
Oh, that's fine. That's totally fine.
Because you could easily
what is
not
the thing? That's
do
some
the
sort of
thing. You could
option.
easily do the thing to it and not me, so there'd be no point.
All right, is that the end of your turn?
Yes, so that's my turn.
Cool. Out of the ground,
Oh, fuck.
your little sonar pings again. Lash, you recognize across the room, somewhere near where Call is, the form of Lugger, the big, dumb, worthless rogue, but big, strong, barbaric
Oh my god.
Kenku. He was a Kenku, right? He wasn't just like. I think we made a joke
Yeah,
that he
Lugger.
do, but he just
Yeah.
was. Lugger appears and says, "More fighting, Lash, traitor," and his face transforms again from,
Oh my god.
from sort of demon to shadow to the vaguely Kenku shadowy form of Lugger. When behind you suddenly, Shadow Strings.
Wait,
is-
what about my turn?
Did you have a turn there?
No, you skipped my turn.
Oh, when was your turn?
It
How
was
come that
right
You have
after
the same
Raja.
initiative as me.
Yeah.
Never.
He goes before I do on the thing. You should drag me under him. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
Sorry.
Just keeping to add things. No, you're good.
All right.
think.
Can I go? Am I good?
Yeah, go.
Cool. I'm moving out of the bubble temporarily.
Yep.
I'm going to cast. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna cast Mirror Image on myself. And then I'm going to quicken a should I? Yeah. Cast a bonus time with one action. Okay, and then I'm going to quicken another haste. Oh no, I guess I can't stack the concentration. I'm gonna quicken a Scorching Ray and use Tides of Magic to give me advantage on the attack. On the Poltergeist. So that's a nat 20, and that gives you you can do the bullshit of the wild magic after as well, if you want. Then there's that one.
Give me all the Scorching Rays.
And that one.
You didn't. Oh, you quickened it.
I quickened it so that it's a bonus action, not a full action.
3 hits.
3 hits? Okay. Does an 11 hit? Because it's still technically a
Oh, you're disadvantaged.
Yeah.
Did you fail?
I got a 10.
As in you're frightened? Sorry, I thought it was...
What was the DC? Because I got a 10.
Yeah, no, you did fail. I just thought it was odd.
Okay.
Okay.
Rude.
Sorry. Yeah, Elvis. So yeah, two hits.
Okay. And okay. And then I'm moving back in.
All right. So that's 2 wild magic surges, right?
It's only 1. I only get it back when I yeah.
All right, give me a D20.
Oh, a D20?
No, a D100.
Oh fuck.
You tell I haven't DM'd for a while.
Yeah, right.
Also.
Here we go, boys. Hope for a good one.
And here's where we hope we don't get completely screwed.
I think 50s are good, right? 50s are good.
He's got luscious hair, right?
I've got what?
Luscious hair.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Oh god, no, yeah.
Oh, what happened to his hair?
It's that one.
He fires all of these Scorching Rays, and as he turns around, all of his hair just falls out and just drifts to the ground. He's completely bald.
Completely bald?
Yeah.
Completely bald.
Thanks, Windows!
Wait, did you get the one that Zog got?
Yeah.
Yes, it's
bald
one.
boy.
I feel like that was a worse
Baby Walter?
outcome.
Baby
I think,
Walter.
I think the encounter roleplay people made a Wild Magic D1000 table.
Oh god.
I might see if they'll lend to me one day. And that's the end of your turn?
That's
Can I note that Raja is going?
That's the end of my turn. Yeah, that's the end of my turn. I'm like,
while you're laughing, Raja,
oh god.
this time, Lash, though you recognize a face, you don't hear it say anything as it immediately comes out, screeching at you, Raja. In your mind, this is Mouser. Raja, you feel strange. You feel like you recognize this one for a second, and then forget about recognizing whether you know a shadow demon or not, because you don't. A strange kinship with this shadow demon of all of them. Mouser comes out, and screeching into your mind, Raja, you hear this shadow demon Kenku figure as it appears out of the ground and out of the wall, swinging wildly and scratching at you. It says, "You stay away from the Elder," as it launches in at you. Shadow Strings is going to swipe.
Did this thing attack me or no?
No, it is going to on its turn.
Okay.
It's definitely coming for you, as opposed to the rest of them, which seem to be a little bit more focused on Lash. What is your AC, Lash?
My AC is 15.
Makes it, breaks it. As you spin around, and this thing, like, all sound is gone, yet you can hear this thing in your mind. you spin around and see the form of Strings bring out a huge claw and swipe at you, and you just about duck down underneath the shadowy claw as it attempts to swipe your head off.
God.
It is gonna have to move to do it, so it moves to here. Shadow Lugger, the biggest of the shadow demons by far, can get to here.
Okay, now we do the thing.
And take her. Hey, now you want to do it? What's the thing?
I am inside a silence bubble, Jay. I'm just throwing that out there.
It's a good point, actually. You're inside a silence bubble. Can you cast Scorching Ray?
That's why I stepped out, motherfucker.
He stepped out and fired. I'm just saying, the thing.
Oh, yeah.
I am inside a silence bubble.
You're fine. You have advantage.
So you have to be like here.
That's
though.
Raja. He'll be fine.
Yeah, I stepped out, and then I walked back in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right.
Yeah.
Never mind. I wasn't paying attention.
No worries.
Nice. Yeah. What is your AC, Raja?
My AC is currently hasted. It's 21.
21. Nice. Yeah. This thing, like, it goes to swipe at you, and like for anyone else, like seeing like a mirrored, double image of Raja as he easily avoids it, kind of like Matrix agent style, as this thing like swipes, and he's easily ducking away from it, moving at twice his usual ridiculous speed. The poltergeist of Elder Kessie. The poltergeist actually does its wail, which doesn't work. So that actually just clears that turn. So brings us to Shadow Call, who I feel like Shadow Call is going to just beeline over for Lash and get to about.
Oh boy. Okay.
And then that brings us to Lash.
Right. I'm going to move up here, so I'm not as line of sight available. And
It's
fire.
gonna let these things swipe at you twice.
Oh, they have attack of opportunity.
Yep. If you move out of their threat range,
You can disengage.
You
Don't
can
forget.
bonus action disengage as a rogue. If
okay,
if
so-
Brad is kind enough to let you rewind time and bonus action step away.
Got
Yeah.
you.
can you
perk of
disengage from
rogueness.
both targets or just one though?
Bonus
You
action
can-
or
disengage is
disengage
just
gives you
you-
immunity to
Straight up.
You just incur
opportunity
no.
attacks from all sources. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, just checking. All right. Yeah,
Okay.
you can do that.
Okay. Thank you,
Remember
helpful
your bonus
friends.
actions, and you can do bonus actions whenever. But like that's like your thing as a thief is that you can disengage and
Is
run
bonus
extra. You're like
It's-
fast and slippery kind of thing.
It's very core to your class to be able to just disengage and run away. That's like your first move on every turn if you're surrounded. Or unless you want to
Nice.
stab him and then run.
Always remember you're fast and slippery, just like Jay in bed.
On that note, so I disengaged. I did not just move. I disengaged,
I did not.
and
Did not. I did not hit her.
Dress
I
like
did
Tommy.
not. I'm gonna go ahead and fire my short bow here. I guess since I disengaged, I'm not sneak attacking, right? Even though I'm kind of in my little cubby over here. I don't know what disengage
Sneak
entails.
attack. Well, basically with sneak attack, you get advantage if the thing doesn't know that you're there.
Okay. Yeah, they
But
don't.
you do get sneak attack bonus damage if you still hit, and the you have an ally within range. So if you hit either of your attacks here, you will get the sneak attack damage.
Okay.
You just get the sneak attack advantage. Are you one of the feared ones as well?
I am feared. Yes.
And Jay, you are as well.
I didn't roll
You can
my
roll
wisdom
your
save. Yeah.
you can do that now. So you have disadvantage on these attacks.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm going for
I good?
strings.
Yeah, you're good now. Cool.
Shadow strings.
Shadow strings.
Yeah.
You have 2 attacks or 1?
I have 1 attack.
Okay. That is a hit.
Jeez. That is definitely a hit.
A tiny little hit, though.
Plus sneak attack damage.
Okay.
Your sneak attack damage is going to get to
There
the
you
point
go.
where it hits harder than your main weapon anyway.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
already does, yeah.
This is where you want to start upgrading weapons, I think, at level 6, like upgrading weapons, trying to seek out +1 weapons or mastercraft weapons or
I
enchantment.
tried to, and you didn't let me.
No. No, I said they won't give you just a thing. They'll give you the money, and you can go and find someone that will silver it.
Right.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So you fire an arrow. I feel like Carlias and Walter, like this arrow just whoom, launches above your head because it hits this thing and goes straight through it. But the thing reacts to you, Lash, as you do hit it. It does seem like it dealt damage, but not a huge amount. Well, not as much as it should, is really the way I should put it.
Sure.
So that brings that down.
I feel like Carlias would be shouting at Lash for shooting an arrow at him and Walter.
I want
just-
to be
you just see the
shouting
mouth,
too.
like-
But yeah, I'm outside the bubble, so before the end of my turn, in case anyone can hear me, I would shout, "Maybe we should get out of here."
We can't hear you.
They can't hear you.
Damn it.
Nobody
Okay.
can.
Well,
Just
I
happen.
shout that to the wind.
Either way.
This is our rite of passage, is killing this banshee.
I think actually Lash can hear you lot, right? You just can't.
No sound escapes.
No sound goes in or out of the bubble.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Give me a wisdom saving throw then, Lash, to try and not be.
Oh, right. Try and
That's
throw
it.
this off.
Yeah, cool. You break free of the fear, so nobody is now
Sweet.
currently feared. Shadow Mouser will continue its attack on Hasted Raja. It's good, but it's not good enough. You feel like this one, as it launches out of the wall, maybe just for a second, you're taken aback, not expecting it to appear. Your sonar, spidey sense pings, and just in time, you hastily dip out of the way as this thing almost strikes you. On any given day, that would hurt, but you.
What did it roll, out of curiosity?
20.
Yes. Let's hear it for that haste.
Not a crit, just it made a 20. Not a natural 20. And that brings us to Arden, who is here this time.
Yay! Whoa, let's give it up for H.J. Tenchi, his first ever combat appearance on the show.
Yeah.
Episode 22.
Pretty excited, guys.
Good, glad to
Just
be
gonna say
here.
that. Glad to be here. Good day. I'm gonna move myself out into bubbles for a second to cast a spell.
Is there?
It's a 3rd level spell that I just got called Spirit
wait.
Guardians.
You get
18 AC.
the thing swings at you and misses.
Ooh.
Roll a 3.
All right, Spirit Guardians, and then I'm gonna run back into the middle as much as I can. So I think that was like 15 feet in. So I probably could just get like right back to where I am.
Okay. What
So-
the hell is Spirit Guardians? Is that the thing where you get like a bunch of floating spirits that appear around you?
Yeah,
Or what?
it pretty much does. And anything within a 15-foot radius of me for the next 10 minutes takes 3d8 radiant damage every time they start a turn in that or enter it. They can take half as much on a successful will save.
Well. Look at this guy. Thinks
So,
he's all...
Pretty much, I'm just gonna cast that, and I'm gonna roll around on the ground for the next 10 minutes, and we'll win.
Wake up when everyone's dead.
Yeah, I'll be back a bit, guys.
All right, just so I can keep an eye on...
And I'll
What is it? A 20-foot radius around you?
15.
15.
I don't know why it rolled anything, but
Anything or any enemy?
anything that I say, I can make people immune to it. So I
okay.
choose you guys. Also, they have half movement.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah. So
Sparkly
if they ever start in, how would you like to do that actually, Brad? Because I cast a spell and it dropped damage right away. Do you want to just do that per round or every time someone takes the damage? Because it's 3d8. You want me to just roll it every time someone would take it?
No, you'll roll the damage in a second. Let me see. When you cast a spell, you can designate any number of creatures you can see to be unaffected by it, which is everybody. An affected creature's speed is halved in the area. When the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn, it must make a whiz save.
Yeah, I don't do anything right now.
Damage. If you are good or neutral, 3d8 radiant. On a failed save, the creature takes 3d8 radiant damage if you are good or neutral, or 3d8 necrotic if you are evil. Okay, so yeah, it's radiant.
Yeah, so it's radiant.
Because you're neutral.
Cool.
Cool.
And then they'll take half on a save. I really like that. It shows like it shows everything right there. This program's great.
Is that a concentration spell?
I believe so.
Yeah, it
I'll
is.
check. Yeah, it is.
Concentration doesn't get broken once you move back into a spell. Oh, actually, does that break the
I
silence?
mean, you can't have
Shit.
silence. Yeah.
Well, you're concentrating on it. You're not constantly mumbling things, I would think. But I don't know.
Well, no,
Never
I'm
thought
saying
about
you
it.
can't have
Yeah.
both spells. So if you cast that, you're ending silence.
Yeah.
Oh, is silence concentration?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
Well, do we
then...
need silence at this point?
I mean, I was actually just about to say that. I was going to say Raja is turning around and gesturing like this to Arden.
I probably want to show off my new shiny spell, so
Yeah.
I'll
fair
drop
enough.
silence.
Woo.
Yeah. To be honest, you don't need it. You're good.
That's a good call. Shit.
Lash, why were you trying to shoot an arrow at us?
So everybody just starts
Did
arguing.
you see what I just did to this banshee?
Suddenly there's just noise.
Yeah, right?
I
You
think we
the,
should
you
get
hear the
out of here.
gunshot? You hear the gunshots go off?
All right. So that ends your turn, Arden.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I
Carlisle.
can't do anything else.
Right. So I'm going to use my multi-attack for the last 2 bullets in the chamber, then reload with the haste.
Okay.
Oh, what? What?
Oh my god.
Shoot him in both his eyes. Shrink. Give me the damage. Give me the damage.
I am retiring from D&D. I am never going to beat that, so
All right. What is that in total?
that is 29.
It's more than 29, isn't it? No, 29.
It's 27. Oh, no, wait. No, it's
I like how
29.
it throws
Yeah, it
the
is
nat
29.
one in there, too. Just like, yeah, you just don't get too cocky.
Yeah.
It can still happen.
Wait. I hate to... Isn't he feared?
No, I got out of it. wasn't-
Oh, thank God.
I
had to bring it up before YouTube comments did.
Actually.
7 years ago.
Sorry,
I
YouTube, we love you.
about YouTube comments. Spins the gun.
I do.
Pow,
I have to moderate them.
pow. The nice comments, yeah. I mean, the fucking. Pow pow. 2 eyes. The
Oh,
thing-
I also get grip points back.
yes.
Because crits, huh?
So I'm back up to full grip.
Tasty grits, and then you so like 2 shots, bang bang, and then he's doing that like gunslinger reload of the gun.
So couldn't I use, now that I reloaded with the haste, could I use my bonus?
Yeah. You still have a bonus if you still have a bonus.
Yeah, because of the expert feat. Screw it, why not?
If this is a nat... Oh,
No,
That'd have been awesome.
I knew
I
for a
still
fact it
would've
wasn't gonna be.
It's still a hit.
damn.
So number 6 on that. So 35 in total.
You just Raja'd that thing.
It's just like bang bang, and then bang shoots another one off,
Wow.
and the shadow demon is just getting fucking torn to bits. The bullets are still launching through and just striking the wall behind, cracking the stone, but the thing is reacting to you shooting it, so it's definitely aware that you're there. You're definitely doing stuff to it. Raja.
Okay.
Can you guys see that blue around me now? The circle's
Yeah.
blue? Okay, you want me to just do the circle because it'll stick to my character?
Fucking dope idea, yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry, had to have attention on me. Sorry, my bad.
I can't see the circle, but if it works for Brad, then
I saw like a
Oh.
yellow sparkly circle.
It doesn't show the blue. Ah, damn it.
See that?
no.
Only shows the
You
DM
can
and me.
you can
here we go,
manually
here we
go and add it to his character, Brad. Yeah, there we go.
There's a circle.
Easy.
Nice.
All right, Raja, your turn. What do you want to do?
I will use my hasted bonus action, or my hasted extra action, to pull out a holy water and douse the Tulwar.
Alrighty.
I wonder if I turned it off.
And then I will use my regular bonus action. I'm trying to balance all of these actions. I can't have both those spells going. Rip. Why does everything good have to be a concentration spell?
Yeah.
Dang it, man. Okay, never mind. I'm just going to attack. I'll try to finish off Kessie, I guess. I'll take my 2 swings.
2 hits.
Okay, so there is. It's a 12 and a 14 and an extra 5 from Slayer's Eye, and then I don't know how the holy water effect has unless that just bypasses the resistance on it.
You get an extra 1d6 radiant damage. So 2d6 radiant damage.
Okay. Does that cause the regular damage to not be resisted, or is that still resisted?
No, I feel like it's only being hurt by the actual contact with the water and not the steel. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. So I have 26 physical. Wait, what kind of damage is Slayer's Eye?
It just extends
psychic?
your damage, doesn't it?
It's what?
I thought it was psychic damage.
I'm checking.
If it's psychic, that I
No, it
assume-
says extra damage from the weapon, so
yeah,
it would be
I thought-
slashing. So I have 26 plus 5, 29 slashing and 7 radiant.
All right, so that brings that to, and then 7 radiant, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this thing doesn't like it. It's letting out a horrible screeching wail as you're just striking it with this holy watered tulwar. It's stirring the shadow demons about you up, and the thing is really not enjoying it. It looks very weak now by this point. And does that bring you to the end of your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my bonus action to look at the 2 demons flanking me, and Raja will speak Abyssal, like the demon language, and just say back off, and then kind of look at himself like, how did I say that? Because he doesn't know why he speaks that language suddenly.
They laugh at you in Abyssal.
Laughs in Abyssal.
Laughs in Abyssal. Walter.
I would like to end my turn by saying I was hoping you would say that.
Is that thing's the thing is a reaction, right?
The thing is a reaction.
All right, I am throwing a fireball.
I'm gonna have Raja turn around and go, do the thing! Do the thing!
I'm like, I'm doing the thing! I'm gonna throw a fireball right in the middle of all of them. What is it? A 20-foot...
Are you currently doing like a...
Oh, this is like a combo.
Chrono trigger.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're doing a wombo combo. 20-foot radius in a sphere centered on the poltergeist. Actually, would the 20-foot radius hit the other one? Would it hit Call?
No.
If I did it on Raja?
Yeah.
You'd have to fry Arden to do that.
Arden, I love you, buddy.
You're gonna fry Arden.
I called it. We're frying Arden. PvP time, boys. 20 foot. I'm just gonna just kind of lob it right at Raja, directly at Raja.
Raja actually has his hands up, like he's gonna go to catch it.
All right. Did that work?
I know what you're doing. All right.
Did it go through?
No.
What?
Well, you don't have to roll anything for fireball, do you?
It asked me what level to cast it at.
Oh.
Cast at what level? 3rd. Submit. All right. It's not working. Rolling. Oh,
What
wait.
is the saves? Because I'll start doing
The
those.
save is a dex save. It's a DC 15 dex save. Oh, there we go. 36 damage.
Ooh. That is a critical fail. And that is a... All right, what's the DC? 15.
15.
All right. All right.
Oh, no, sorry. Wait. Why does it say... No, it is a dex save. It's not a strength save.
Dex,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
God, move out the way.
Mouser, fail. Elder Cassie, make. And then Lugger. Fail. Call.
Oh, no.
Make. Arden has to make one as well.
You have to make a concentration check. I'm so sorry, Arden.
And make me a concentration check, which is a constitution.
It was not worth hitting Arden.
Is it a con save?
Oh!
Good.
Oh, baby!
I knew he'd survive. Arden, you okay with 36 points of damage in one turn?
36 fire damage.
Cool, I'm down.
Okay, well then that breaks.
Concentration breaks.
Yeah.
You one-shotted him? Wait, Arden has less than 36 HP?
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Hey, there's our healer out of the way.
Can I? Hey, actually, Brad, I'm gonna ask this real quick. Oh no, it's a bonus action. Is it a bonus action? It's a bonus action. Never mind.
I'm so
sorry.
We have, hang on, we have 36 here.
I forgot he had a -1 to Dex.
36.
I mean, I knew he wasn't going to dodge it. He has no dex. I didn't realize his HP was so low that it would one-shot him. And also, you should have just hit the 3 next to me.
Yeah, it's okay. I got 4 though. Thanks for coming to the battle, Arden.
Elder Cassie is just destroyed. She's just incinerated. You see like the ghost form of her, like this, like the wall of fire hits her, like that moment in Terminator 2 Judgment Day when they're at the fence and she's just destroyed. There's a brief moment where you see a normal elderly female Kenku just stood there like this kind of for a second, and then she's gone too. The shadow demon next to her takes 17. Is it half? What is half of
Half
this?
it'll be 13.
18.
Oh, 18. Yeah, sorry.
Fire damage, and Arden is just obliterated by fire as this fucking nuke goes off. I guess.
Finally get him in a fight, and you guys kill him.
I guess. Raja, you're doing some bullshit here, right?
Yes, I am. So I'm going to reaction cast Absorb Elements.
Yes.
Wait. That doesn't absorb the whole spell, does it?
No, it
Okay.
doesn't. The spell still goes off, but first off, I make my dex save. So I'm avoiding the brunt of the damage and cutting it in half. So I guess when the fireball hits, Raja jumps up and points his arm down at it, so the fire launching up at him is getting absorbed. And then I guess cut in half for evading, and then cut in half again because I'm resisting fire damage. So I take 9 damage, and yeah, then I'll just land there mostly unharmed, holding a fireball.
Cool.
Our
Nice.
limit break killed someone else. I'm sorry, Tenchi.
What is that called? That's called something in Chrono Trigger when you combine. Is it combine?
Well, isn't it in Final
It's
Fantasy?
a-
Isn't it limit break?
It's a dual tech ability in Chrono
Dual
Trigger.
Tag, that's what it is.
This is literally Frog and Chrono.
Cross
Yeah.
slash.
Yeah.
It's literally Frog and Chrono dual teching in Chrono Trigger.
They do it in the other one as well, the one that they released more recently-ish. It was one of the best things about it. It had the story of Final Fantasy X and the dual text from Chrono Trigger. I am
Oh,
Satsuma.
I am Satsuna. Yeah.
The story was exactly the same as Final Fantasy X, though.
Yeah.
Walter, is that the end of your turn?
No.
Okay, then.
Do I have any? Oh, you know what? Maybe that is actually. Yeah. Also precautionary. I'm gonna move. Yeah, I'm gonna move down here. Or right there. That ends my turn.
Cool. Shadow Strings is going to attack Carlias. What is your AC?
17.
Wow. This is going to sting. Shadow Strings, after you've shot the shit out of him, just thrusts his like clawed hand into your chest. You feel like a cold spike. You would assume that you'd been stabbed by like 5 swords. Though looking down, there's no blood or wound necessarily. It's just like an incorporeal hand in your chest. It rips them out, and it feels like your whole heart is removed, but it isn't. Maybe it is, probably not. You take 9 psychic damage, and that's it. 9 psychic damage.
That was less destructive than I thought it was about to be.
So yeah, same. Easy mode. Right? Yeah. Simple. Okay. Shadow Lugger is going to attack Raja, or attempt to attack Raja and miss. You're still at 21, yeah?
I'm still at 21.
Kessie's gone. Shadow Cole's going to make a dash for Lash. Lash, you see your old friend appear in front of you. He lifts up his claws, brings them down towards you, and you probably do like a forward roll underneath it as you kicking up a load of sand behind you. Oh, actually, that brings us to your turn. Your turn, Lash.
Right. He's immediately there, but I'm actually gonna shoot at. Actually, Carlias will finish him off. I'll go ahead and rapier my old best friend here. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
All right. That is a stab.
Stabbered.
Stabbered for 11 piercing damage. You stabbered at your old friend Call, the giant demonic undead shadow demon fiend. And yeah, you just easily stab the rapier into this thing, remove it. Again, it doesn't feel like it does nearly as much damage as it would do against a creature that is a physical being, but it does do something. You see his mouth turn in a shadowy snarl. Anything else on your turn?
Let me measure my movement real quick here and see if it makes sense. I can move 30 feet, I believe. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get here.
Alrighty. Shadow Mouser takes a swipe at Raja. With a critical fail, I would say injures himself for an incredibly low 6 psychic damage.
This is what happens when you try to hit a Matrix agent.
In his frustration at trying to hit Raja and Raja ducking around like Sanic, the thing just lets out a wail and hurts himself. Arden, give me a death saving throw, please.
I don't wanna.
There is a button for it that you can click, or you can just roll a d20. It's up to you. Death save, I think, is like in the middle of the sheet somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this,
failed.
This. Oof.
One fail. You can mark that as well on the sheet, I think. Keep it on it. Carlias.
Right, so I have 5 bullets in the chamber. The first 2 are going to be grit. And I'm going to do my first attack again on the strings. So 4 shots.
Cool.
Second one is a nat 20 because of the grit.
Yeah, so you get 2 advantages, yeah?
Mhm.
So 3 hits, 1 is the nat 20, so make sure you click that one. One at least.
Hold on.
What?
One sec. Where is it? Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I thought I had some bullshit.
Help gunslinger move.
So that's 34 damage.
Cool. 34 on this mofo. Where is he? All right, it's that one. This one's looking weak.
The strings one?
Yeah. Strings is starting to resemble like little more than a wisp of a shadow in front of you. He's almost completely see-through. He just looks like a very thin shadow. You can see back beyond him. His energy seems to be fading a lot more than the others, especially Lugger. That end your turn?
Yeah.
Raja.
Okay. While I was jumping up and dodging the fireball, Lugger and Mouser, did I see which ones were dodged and which ones took the full brunt of the fireball?
Give me a perception check.
You realize Arden was the one that took the full brunt of the fireball.
I mean, he's gonna turn. We're gonna get to that, but I know you said which ones failed. I just can't remember. Perception.
Yeah. So the only one that really made it was Lugger. The other
Okay.
two failed.
Okay, so Mouser
Lugger,
took a full hit.
like the real way to determine, like, because then you can kind of work out which ones are more damage than the others by how thick their shadowy nature is. Lugger
Right.
is like very, very much more corporeal than the others. Call and Mouser look about a little under 50%, and
Okay.
Springs looks like he's on his last shadowy legs.
Okay, yeah. So Raja lands after kind of catching the fireball, looks it over at Arden, and is like, "Oh crap!" And then just, really? I am going to hit Mouser harder than he has ever been hit, unless I miss, and this is a spectacular failure. But I'm going to hit him with the Holy Water Doused Tulwar. Oh, first off, I'm using my bonus action to transfer Slayer's Eye from Kessie to Mouser, right? And then I'm using my hasted extra attack action to swing at him once. Please hit.
Yeah. Did you say you have advantage or not?
No, I don't have advantage on that.
Okay, because they're fiends or whatever.
I do. I'm getting... that's different.
Okay.
So
Oh, God.
basically, we're doing 13 from the hit, 6 from the Slayer's Eye, so it's 14, or a 1d6 from the Slayer's Eye, 1d6 from the Holy Water for 6 radiant, and then also 1d6 fire damage from the absorbed fireball, because the absorb elements attack says the captured element you can use to empower your next melee attack for an extra 1d6 damage of the triggering type. So he gets 1d6 fire, and he is a fiend, so he gets a +4 because that's my favorite enemy. So he takes
like it.
14, and then so 14 slashing, 6 physical, 2 fire, and then a bonus for what damage type is that? Let me see.
I thought it was a lot more than 1d6. We just killed a party member for 1d6 damage.
Well, you also did 36 damage to all of them.
That's true. That's true.
Like, hitting all the enemies was the point, and then me just not getting hit was a bonus.
Yeah.
Plus, it means when I hit him, he doesn't get resistance to the flame. It says your bonus to damage rolls against all your favorite enemies increases to 1d4. So that means the initial Tulwar hit, but yeah. So it's slashing. So it's 14, 18 slashing, 6 radiant, 2 fire.
Oh, if only you could do 3 more.
If only I could swing 3 times this turn.
You just fuck this thing up, just slice and dice in this thing, and it is just reacting to all, like, it's being hit by the Tulwar, and then the radiant fucks it up, and then the fire fucks it up, and it doesn't like it at all. It completely reduces it from, like, being a presence to just, again, it's like a strings like whisper of a ghost form in front of you. It's barely standing, but it is still in front of you, still clawing on to the mortal coil to a degree. Yeah,
And
yeah.
for my main action, which
yeah.
Raja
like,
back on his
actually-
bullshit.
I'm back on my
On Raja's
bullshit.
turn.
Raja,
That
My
metric ton of bullshit right there.
Come on.
for my main action, which hasn't been taken yet, I'm going to step back. I'll take the opportunity attack, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Arden at 2nd level.
cool.
And then I throw another fireball and down.
This thing attempts to swing at you again, and in its wild rage at missing you, takes damage.
Again?
It hurts itself.
It crit failed again?
Yep. And it takes 13 psychic damage, and it destroys itself.
Oh my!
It's so frustrated by Raja.
A lot of friendly fire today.
It dies of frustration.
What is this, RimWorld?
Implodes on itself. Mousa is got.
Oh god, I fucking missed this campaign.
None of the.
That's literally RimWorld right there. Like that's
Yeah, it
RimWorld
is.
in a fucking nutshell as he dies of frustration.
He just rage quit. He's like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Stop smacking yourself, Mouser. Stop smacking yourself.
All right, give me the cure wounds.
Do I roll the heal or does he roll the heal?
You roll the heal. You're casting.
I
it.
do?
Yeah, I'd say you.
Okay.
When
let me
Chad
see.
said when stepping away just kills the enemy.
It's good to be back on my crap.
that is like the most Raja
Basilius
thing.
was fun for the mental crap, but just Raja-ing things is great.
This is definitely an action, right? Not a bonus action.
No, this is my full action because it was bonus action for the Slayer's Eye, and then the hasted extra action so I can just hit it, and then my main action is the spell, which is so it's 1d8, 2d8. Do I add the modifier? No, I only add the modifier once, right? When you cast this level using second level or higher, I'm new to healing.
It'll tell you what you roll at the very top.
it's 2 roll. Okay, so roll 2d8 plus 3. So he regains 13 HP.
There you go. You wake up on the ground, Ardent, see Raja's form above you, healing you. You are prone right now, but alive. Walter. No? Oh, okay.
Oh.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh my god.
More bullshit.
No, this isn't BS. I'm just gonna move right here. I'm not gonna leave this guy's threat range. I'm just gonna go here, 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 here.
You can walk
and
through
then
him if you want to walk through him.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. I'll just walk through him like I own the place and end my
We'll
turn
just walk
right-
over my crumpled body. So it doesn't-
The
I'll end my
giant
turn right
form
there.
of Lugger just watches you pass through him. It's very cold, but it doesn't fuck you up in any way. Walter.
All right. I don't think I have any. Actually, you said Strings is looking really weak?
Strings is looking very weak.
All right,
yeah.
so once again, lobbing a fireball
Oh my.
over from this origin point, directly here, though,
Yeah.
Okay.
through the hallway. I just want to make sure that is... Yep. Yep, 150-foot range. And here we go again. Oh.
All right. So
To be fair, those are really high rolls. 36, I think, is like...
I just rolled 2 1s again. I mean, it doesn't matter. They just fight.
Jesus.
That is 4 1s in a row that these shadow demons have rolled. I
Holy
think.
shit.
Wow.
2
Fuck you,
fails, so
Windows.
20. All right, Strings is fucking destroyed by fire. You just see the explosion. Actually, are they both? No. No, yeah, they are. They're both destroyed. Fucking hell.
Yes!
Amazing.
Only I can kill me, okay?
The form and the form of String exploded by fire. Again, it's like that reverse Judgment Day thing where they're just exploded. The fire like burns away the shadow, and you see a spectral version of Call, your old Kenku friend, Lash, and a spectral version of Strings. What does Strings do? He has like half a second to do one thing. Can't speak.
Mouth the words "I'm sorry" to Lash.
And then he's gone.
Sword Art Online style.
Also, when Carlisle sees the visage of Strings, he's just like, please find peace. And then
He's gone. And Call nods at you, Lash, and then sort of flashes like a silly grin before he is also gone completely and destroyed in fire.
I want to point out, Arden still doesn't know where Strings is because he didn't see Strings his entire time. He was in the darkness, according to my character, and then got knocked on his face.
Yeah.
Okay.
No idea where Strings is gone. End of your turn, Walter?
Still not done. I'm gonna quicken a firebolt and throw it over at Lugger. Should be 2d10 damage. I don't know if this is. It is. There's the attack roll. I'm gonna Tides of Chaos there just for advantage, but I don't need it. Still gonna Tides of Chaos, and there's the damage.
Cool, yeah, this firebolt launches over it, strikes the shadow demon, lights up the area briefly. It reacts, but it seems to have eyes more for Raja at the moment. You can roll me a D100.
Fuck.
37.
Fuck.
All right, roll me a D6.
Oh fuck.
Oh shit.
I don't have the table up, so I don't know what this does.
Basically, you summon.
Oh fuck. Oh, is this the flumps? It's the fucking flumps.
You
What?
summon how many?
One
One
flump,
flump.
right? One flump.
Pop. A flump
What's a flump?
appears
What the flump?
in front of you. So, like, pretty much as soon as this fireball explodes behind these fucking dudes, these shadow demons, and Strings disappears, it's just a fucking light that appears and lights up the room. And there's this weird little creature, which kind of looks like, I guess you'd describe it as a floating, fuck, what are they called? The little
Jellyfish?
thing. Jellyfish, but it has two eye stalks and looks around. On the top of its head, it has a vagina that opens and says, hang on, can it speak? Yes, it speaks into your minds and says, hello there. My name is X3214.
I'm walking up and I'm gonna start petting it and playing with it.
They're frightened of you though, aren't they? On the flump summon?
He says, what is happening here? To the shadow demon. The shadow demon telepathically speaks back to it and says, I command you to help me, Flump. And the Flump says,
No, I'm scared of you. And I'm scared of him, and him, and her, and him, and him. So,
and then it floats.
I want to
Fly.
hug him. I want
It's
to
flying
hug him.
away.
No.
Flying away. It's flying away.
Can I
It flies
restrict
The
his movement? Can
Flies
I
fucking off.
choke hold him?
down the hallway and out the door.
Fuck.
And that is.
I feel like there'd be a moment where like any of them look at me and I'm just like,
Yeah, Carlos is gonna look at you like, what the flump was that? What?
The Flump is gone.
Oh my god.
And that is the end of your turn.
yeah.
Also, chat, I know we use wild magic liberally here, but I'm a liberal, okay?
Deal
Okay,
with it.
Justin Trudeau.
That's how it works.
I am from Canada. Can't you tell? Shadow Strings is dead. Shadow Lugger. Shadow Lugger is going to roll a special dice. Whoa, one off. One off. Raja.
Oh no.
Still 21?
Yeah, I'm still at 21.
Motherfucker. The Shadow Lugger swings at you over the top of your head, just missing you again with a 20. Lash, your turn.
Whew. I'll
One
just-
friend to free from their abyssal prison. Your old friend Lugger.
I'll just step over here and I'll take a shot at Lugger. Poor Lugger.
It's a hit. The arrow launches forward and strikes Lugger in the chest. Oh wait, you get sneak attack as well. You can add
shit,
some more.
Oh yeah.
The huge form of Lugger doesn't even look your way. It's so flustered and angered at Raja. Arden, your turn. You are on the ground, prone.
I'm just gonna stand up and look around. Huh. Well, okay. Guiding bolt at Shadow Lugger.
Okay. Give me the guiding bolt. That is a hit.
I'm gonna cast it at 3.
Jesus.
19.
19.
19 radiant damage.
What does the guiding bolt look like as it destroys Lugger in one massive hit, because radiant damage does double damage to them.
Jesus.
Which is why that spell earlier on was awesome and then was fireballed away.
Every time I use this, it just works.
It just works.
Yeah,
It's great.
I was gonna say, isn't this what he blew up the vampire with?
Yep.
Yeah, it's like a column of death, or like radiant death for them, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Like,
If I think about it, the vampire fight went exactly like this one.
Yeah.
Like frustrated swinging at Raja until Arden nukes it from behind.
you guys are hardcore, epic level equipped to deal with undead and fiendish things. The column of light comes down and just burns away any form of shadow demon or fiendish presence that is inhabiting whatever remains of Lugger or is holding him to this plane. Lugger turns around the form of Lugger. He seems to last a little longer than the others do. What is? Oh, thank you. Oh, hi, Lash. And then he's gone. As this one, though, killed by radiant damage, he floats upwards in the column of light as the guiding bolt disappears and heads off to Kenku Heaven.
There goes
You have
Lugger.
freed all of the Kenku from their horrible abyssal prison and somewhat redeemed Strings.
So,
And
how
his
does the afterlife work in here? So, if you were bad, you just go to hell. So, did we just send them to hell?
There's like millions of hells and heavens. But no,
It was better being a tortured soul.
You're just freeing them from no longer being like crazy poltergeist type things, and whatever demonic presence used that frustration that they had when they died to abuse that power and hold them to the plane to continue to attack and frustrate and kill people like Strings who wander in. You freed them from it basically, and successfully. All of you are alive. Well done. Roger's
We did it.
back.
We passed the rite of passage. I'm gonna
yeah.
I'm gonna immediately
Yes,
be
it's
like
back.
digging
now we
through
get
the ashes.
paid,
Is there any
too.
loot? Like I'm just like going through the
Raja,
ashes.
Raja
right now.
is still hasted, right? He's gonna like sprint over to Walter before he can really move, and he's like coming in for a high five, but he's like moving so fast.
Yeah, just like-
Walter may not get his hand up in time, and he just runs over and he's like, "Did you see that?"
yeah.
Give me an investigation check.
We did it. We did the thing. Finally, we did this.
We saved him.
I'm just gonna like. Just don't.
Did you guys see the thing? He's like turning to look at Lash and Carlisle. Did you guys see the thing? We did the thing.
That was pretty amazing. Poor Arden, though.
I'm gonna.
What do you mean,
happened?
poor Arden? Nothing.
I'm gonna extinguish the fire and liquid and all that and put my sword away. Arden, are you all right?
Yes. How did it cast a? What did it do?
Nothing.
What the
It was
demon?
nothing.
It breathed fire on you.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's.
I
What a
barely
dick.
managed to jump up and dodge the fire. It was pretty nasty.
I'm gonna
I
call over
agree.
to Lash. Hey Lash, don't suppose you remember where they died when you last came here? Like
That's
right.
Strings and the dwarf.
Oh, yeah, it's a bit further on.
I looked to Raja. Do you want to go in and see? So I'm gonna walk on in.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
with them to visit
Feel free to
Strings'
wander around.
Can I get light for my my lantern? I'll pick up this torch right here and carry it with me.
Yeah. You guys head further in. Walter, you're like looking around for stuff. This place seems like it was picked dry at anything
Okay.
a long time ago, presumably by a group of Dragonborns, and any scavengers that weren't immediately murdered. Carlias, pretty much, honestly, the only thing of worth in here is Strings' body, which remains where it was struck down. It has everything that Strings had on him. He doesn't have any like wounds on him, but his face is like his rigor mortis has long set in, and he's like kind of like gripping at his chest. His face in like a wide-eyed shock because he was hit by that whale. Doesn't look great, but the body of Strings is really the only thing of worth in here, from what you can tell.
What does he have?
Jay.
Oof. All right, here we go.
Was Lash leading us back here? Did she come with us or no?
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't like being here.
Gotcha.
So I'm just kind of in this chamber.
Gotcha.
Silver
So
chalice.
Raja's just gonna follow Carlias then, because Carlias can see better.
My harp, 3 daggers, my breastplate and shield, silver chalice, heavy crossbow, the bloodstones. I don't know what that is. I forget what the bloodstones are, but I know they're important. A potion of climbing, 2 elven short swords, the gauntlets of shielding, my magical gauntlets, my magical halberd, Sin's Bite, 15 rubies, 1 spear, the citrin ring, and a component pouch.
Jeez.
What I'll do is
Can you send me a list of that, and
I'm gonna print screen it,
Yeah.
Connor, and put it in the Discord.
yeah, I'll go for
And-
that.
And everybody can fight over it.
Yeah.
I think
Loot me
he,
dry.
I think he'll take the smaller things, but in
Also-
terms of like the
My amulet,
and the amulet.
the Medal of Valor.
So after Carlias takes the things, he's actually going to take like a handkerchief kind of thing and lay it over the face of Strings.
Okay.
It's like a respectful. No one needs to see that.
Yeah.
Raja's picking up the body.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm not leaving him to rot in here.
I mean, we literally just scorched his soul. Like,
So I'm going to give him a proper burial.
Sounds
Raja
fair.
just starts walking out. Raja seems mildly upset that you even asked, and he's carrying the body out.
Yep.
I'm gonna look around a little bit more. See if I
Yeah,
see
I wanted
anything.
to start exploring a little bit. Kind of like looting around. And was there no loot at all on the Banshee's corpse or anything?
No. So
Okay.
there are a couple of sets of like bones, but they have like it's a beak, but it does still have like skin on it because these are more like mummified corpses because of the heat. Even though it's dry in here, it's not at all in any way damp. So you've got a few mummified corpses. Most specifically, that the one which seems to be most intact and wasn't crushed under rubble or buried under any level of sand was that Elder Kessie, in the center of the room, which is, I'll drag your character to it, Jay.
Okay.
There. But their bodies have all been like picked over. There's nothing on them of worth. But there are a couple of bodies. I think what you have is Elder Kessie, you have Cole, Elder Alden, but these are all in here. These are bodies you've been fighting over in the original room where they all died in that fight,
Yeah.
which went down similarly enough to Lash's memory that we witnessed. But there's nothing on them. There's like nothing here. This
Okay.
place has been looted.
Okay. Yeah, then I would just rejoin them outside
It's like
eventually.
old barrels and old casks and kegs and
Okay.
boxes full of food and things. But anything that they took or stole, or
Yeah.
most of the time they pilfered on anyway, because that was their job.
Yeah.
But everything else has been taken.
Could I roll like an investigation to see if there was any sign of like the dwarf?
There's a box or something way up here on the
Yeah.
map too.
Well,
I don't know if
You
you guys
didn't.
noticed
No,
that.
no one saw what happened to the dwarf. So I don't think you know.
No, but like Carlias knows that he died in here, just like he's trying to search where.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
There you go.
There is no sign of another more recent death other than that body of strings. You're also there's no sign of blood or like flesh or anything else, or
No signs of struggle or.
there's plenty of signs of struggle, but it's all over because there's been multiple fights in here recently. So
Whenever
no sign.
when you guys get back to the main chamber, I'm gonna look in my pouch and say, okay, I probably should have done this before the fight, but I wasn't thinking clearly. We do have these rings, and I just kind of pull one out and hold it up, and they're the resistance rings, and I think, am I already wearing mine? No, of course not.
You're muted, Fairlight.
Let's see.
Oh, that's weird. I tried to unmute. Yeah, I was like, wow, you guys are really focused. I was saying there's a box up here and saying someone should check and see if there's anything in it.
Oh.
And then I asked Lash, do we have a fire resistant ring? Because that would be great.
Oh, sorry. I did not hear you.
When I do the thing.
I did not hear you say that.
Your 22 investigation check, water I just took for the whole fucking place,
Okay.
by the way.
All right.
Okay. While they're in there looking around for Gamil and investigating and searching for stuff, I just walk back through the main room without saying anything, and I'm carrying strings outside. Would I have spotted at any point throughout this whole cave and all the knickknacks and crap laying around, since these guys were treasure hunters and thieves and all that, was there a shovel anywhere?
I think Springs has one on him.
Oh, does he? Oh, yeah, that's
in
right.
his
Never mind.
pack.
We all have one in our. We all have one in
Yeah.
our starting gear anyway. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, I'm just walking outside, and Raja is like silently digging a grave by himself outside.
I don't see why
probably
they wouldn't have a lot of
join-
shovels, because it's like a sand cave
Yeah.
that you'd want
For sure.
shovels anyway. I'm just trying to find the info on those rings, by the way. I don't know what I did with it, but I know I put it somewhere.
Yeah, you said they were like you randomized them. Also, I'm taking
We all-
every single thing from Strings pack.
You each rolled like a D8 or something to determine
We
which
did.
one was
It's
what.
true.
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah, we rolled for what resistances they were. I just can't remember what they were.
Sadly, I don't either.
We could
I
always
would
go-
follow Raja out, just
Yeah.
kind of somberly with the body, and then I'm gonna plunk down next to him while he's shoveling and just stare.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I wrote them in the roll 20 though, so I can probably just search through the history. Give me a second.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
If anything, we can rewatch the VOD of that episode and find
Yeah,
it
We can
then.
always do
Chat
that,
will
but
know.
Oh, that's true.
Chat will know, but I'll see if I can just find. I have like the whole thing. I think if I look,
All right, cool.
I just don't know where to go for it. So let's say that you guys head outside.
Uh.
You each stand around while Raja digs a sort of grave, and you guys place String's body into it. And then maybe solemnly head back in towards town.
Is there? I'm assuming I can't get like a stone, like a gravestone, but I guess I'll make a. I'll put a marker over it that just says Strings, and then underneath it, Raja will inscribe with a knife that says, "You can't outrun your sins, but you can atone for them."
So while this is happening and while the shoveling is going on and stuff, when he lowers Strings into the makeshift grave, I'm gonna take off my sapphire pendant and press it to my heart, and then kiss the pendant and just put it down in with Strings.
Cool. Well, that closes that chapter for you.
Yep.
The and then you bury him, you guys.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll wait until everyone finishes taking whatever items off of him that we think we're gonna need, and then commence with the burying. Is there anything he has that looks like it's purely of sentimental value?
There would be the Flame Heart Medallion. That's like it's like a Medal of Valor in Crimson City.
If no one else has already grabbed it or is using it, I'm gonna hang that on the gravestone and leave it there.
Carlass is gonna take that for when we get
Okay.
to.
Yeah, if he's already carrying it, then I'll leave the thing unadorned and just make an inscription on it and leave it there.
Did Raja do some like stupid I dig shit and bury people quickly because he's Raja, or did this take a little while to
I
bury?
feel like it would have taken a bit. We're all kind of
I mean,
we're all kind of congregated outside now.
If anything, it's going slower because the haste spell has worn off, and so Raja's like
Just fatigued.
kind of, he's on the crash down after a haste spell, so he's kind of digging like slowly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Alright.
Lash is stunned and not in
Yeah.
great mental shape, so she's not helping.
Camille's trying to get his head around the harp.
Carlias.
No, sorry. Carlias is trying to get his head around the harp whilst he's saying a few words. For sure.
Lamb.
Oh,
These
you
were
found him?
wrong. Yeah.
Oh, so that's what the citrine ring is then. I had my lightning resist
there were
ring.
There were two citrine rings. There was a jade ring, which was psychic resistance, and a spinel ring, which is thunder. So you can dish those out however you want because she's presenting them for the first time.
I would, when I'm offering them, I would
Carlias
put
has
the
already
jade
got
one on.
I've already got
Carlias.
my spine on.
Thunder one,
Okay.
yeah.
I want a fire one.
There isn't one.
Don't think we have one.
I would try to see if I could keep the jade one.
Which, now that I think of it, would I have taken less damage from the when we were in the caves?
Which case?
Was that considered
From- Thunder.
Thunder?
Yeah, actually, thunder wave is thunder damage.
Ha ha.
I'm just gonna say I wasn't wearing the ring at that point. That's fine.
So I'm gonna take a citrin one. What is that? Citrin is just thunder.
Lightning.
Resistant. Oh yeah, to lightning.
Since I already have a spell that allows me to reactively dodge lightning, fire, and acid, Raja's pointing at the psychic one that Lash is holding and says, "Would you mind if I wore that one?"
And I kind of look down and I only kept it because I thought it was the prettiest one. And I say, sure.
Plus, that's
Nice.
the one that. Wait, which one was Strings wearing? He was wearing a citrine, right?
The citrine, yeah.
Yeah. No, I'll take the jade one because the others mean a lot less in terms of damage.
And so I am taking citrine, is that right?
whatever you
Yeah,
want.
that's
You guys dish 'em out.
the only. Oh wait, hold on. Do we only have 4 rings? 2 times.
Yeah, but there's only 4 of you. Carlias has already got.
Oh,
Spinel.
okay. Never mind.
You have
so
2
then-
spinel, 2 citrine.
Oh,
one
so then,
I'm just
Arden,
taking whatever's left.
Arden, you would get the spinal one, resistant
Okay.
to thunder.
Arden, spinel, thunder.
We now interrupt this heartfelt funeral
Lash.
to bring you divvying up loot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lash and Walter, citrine, lightning, and then Raja steals Lash's jade ring because Raja is a heartless.
It's the only ring I need. The others don't do anything.
Lash really likes Raja, so she's like, sure.
It's lucky. All right. And with that, I assume you guys head into town and we bring the episode to a close.
Raja will say, "Let's go back. Let them know we got this over with." But then, as we kind of start to mobilize, he's gonna catch Lash on the shoulder.
Yeah, what's up?
He wanted to tell you.
Wanted to tell me what?
I'm gonna just kind of point at the inscription that says "You can't outrun your sins" and say, "It was him."
What?
He
What
just
do you mean?
the dragonborn that attacked your cave.
Here? Not strings.
He wanted to tell you, but
How can you be sure?
he told me. I was going to tell you earlier, but he said he wanted to tell you himself, and he was trying to find the right words for it.
But he was my friend. He was good.
I guess that means he atoned in some way.
So I think at this point I just kind of, you see me sort of fall to my knees, and I'm just kind of grabbing my face, and I just say to the others, go on, and let them go ahead, because Lash doesn't cry in front of other people, but I think she's about to lose it. A lot has happened here.
Raj is going to try and give her a hug unless she shoves him off.
No, she would, lean into that and probably start sobbing.
He just kind of motions to the others to move on. We'll catch up.
I'll shuffle everyone like Arden and
Yeah. And with that, we bring the session to a close. Thank you, everybody, for playing. And thank you, everybody, for watching.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Thanks for DMing.
What an episode.
You survived.
Yeah,
You
that
sort
was...
Sort of got some closure
Yeah,
on
a little bit of pleasure.
on the lashback.
Yeah.
And now you can finally do the main quest.
Wait, you mean go to Safari, right?
Go to Safari, and then Yellow Rock, and then...
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm just fucking with you. I know you're never going to
Who took the gauntlets and the halberd, by the way?
We can
I think
Carlisle sort that stuff.
Yeah, we'll sort it
bag.
out
That
eventually.
stuff is like not in a bag. You just
I'll
pick up
just-
String's bag, right? And then
We don't ever want this to end, so I don't think we're going to do the main quest.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, we can sort who gets what later. Just go over it in Discord. I think Raja is going to argue for ownership of the gauntlets because he's like the one who is consistently in melee range danger.
Mm-hmm.
So the shield would be nice, but other than that, the rest of it he isn't arguing over.
yeah, I'd say Carlisle will probably take the bloodstones, the pendant, the ring, ruby, and like anything the small stuff.
all of the things you can just liquidate down to gold as well if you want to just. Be
Oh,
like,
cool. Because,
like,
yeah,
that's
otherwise
how-
Lash was...
Yeah.
Wait, is it true that the only damage taken by the party was the fireball?
Oh my god,
So-
yeah. Yeah.
Did everything else they did miss?
No, I got
Carlisle
hit.
once.
They got one slash on Carlias, and then all the rest of the damage was a fireball.
was friendly fire.
To be fair, I completely expected you guys to ace that. Like,
Nice.
It even took slightly longer than I thought it would.
Mhm.
I knew that you were just going to go in and get your own back, and I also know how good you guys are at dealing with like undead shit. So I
We
expected
needed
you
a
to go in
good...
and be like, we fucking fuck you guys.
We needed that.
Yeah.
Well, the other
We
thing
needed a
is,
win.
like,
Rings.
we hit
Fuck off.
we hit level 6 just in time too, because that means Raja gets the second type of favorite enemy, so I could make
Hell
fiends as his favorite enemy, so we can
Yeah.
get all that
That's why I
bonus
point
damage
out-
and resistances and stuff like that.
I don't always want you guys to just be struggling. Sometimes it's nice to just go in and be like, yo, got shit on.
Yes. Good old smash and grab.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the part where I jumped up, went fully inverted, and caught a fireball, and then tacked it into my sword, and came back down and chopped the demon in half with it?
I didn't see that actually. When did that happen?
I did.
Hey, on the bright side, I learned cure wounds while I was dead somehow. So
Hell yeah.
Tapped into
you,
the.
you won't be the only person that can pick people back up from now on. We're never,
feel like,
we're never getting stuck in that situation again.
I feel like Carlisle would have walked over to Walter and be like, "Whatever you did, more."
Yeah, I can.
It's nice having like 4 shots at once. Like,
Yeah,
Damn.
that's. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
He's
Yeah,
like,
I was gonna
"Sure."
say I feel like Haste was like the MVP of that fight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, that was.
Well, that and the silence at the beginning because
That
that,
was
whale thing
fucking
is so annoying.
I mean,
The
that
whale
whale
thing
thing
I
is
was afraid
literally
of.
the reason Strings is dead. That is
Yeah.
why Strings is dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine how many people have died to
was-
that stupid move. It's ridiculous.
Insane.
All right, well, let's
That was
end the
badass.
session.
That was a good
We
episode.
made it. Tuesday, you have to make up the time that you missed at the beginning at the end. So we're just gonna keep you here. The rest of us are all gonna leave.
I'll just do this.
When they would do that in school, like, oh, fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you have to make it up. Yeah.
How now that I'm old, I'm like, how are you like a 40-year-old man who actually cared about that?
Who
sort of
actually
shit?
enforced that shit?
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. I know that like sometimes they're just trying to fucking instill a sense of responsibility in the kids, but they're kids. They're
Right.
never gonna do it. They hate you anyway.
No, yeah.
Just shut the fuck up. And
It's
send
not
them home.
working.
Let them go home. Wow. Jesus Christ. All right, let's do. No, seriously, you need to stay here for like 40 minutes. Just
Okay, I'm good. Yeah.
Her and I will
I
just
got
talk
this.
about cryptocurrency the entire
Sounds
time.
good.
no. She's got to do it by herself. We're just gonna leave the stream
Oh,
running.
Oh, okay.
wow.
Okay.
Go away. She's just got to sit here.
I
in
am not
silence.
afraid.
Well, I'm the
Yeah.
only. I have to turn off the stream, so I
No.
have to.
No, we're all
I'm
gonna
the
turn off
You
our
have to
teacher.
cams.
pay for my
I'm the
mistake as
teacher
well.
right now that has to stay after class.
Yeah. You also have to pay.
Let's do a quick round of shout outs. I'm going to start with Connor Cronus. I want to.
The gunslinger who's back in action, and after
back.
3 weeks of no D&D, I'm finally getting that itch satisfied. But you guys can catch me, twitch.tv/Cronus. Recently, we've been playing a lot of Elder Scrolls Oblivion, and I love it. It is another thing that I'm addicted to. So, but you can also find me this Sunday, I believe, for Tablestory Ilios, where Jay is the DM, who is going to try and kill us.
And succeed.
And I also play with Brad, and he just sleeps like all the time.
I'm a 499-year-old gnome. They don't get older than that. He's about to die of natural causes. So yeah, he's sleeping. Okay. All right.
One of these times you're just not gonna wake up. That's
Does he have frost touch? What curiosity?
I don't know what he's got. I don't think so. He is an eldritch knight.
All old people in D&D seem to kill people before they die.
Should have as a nod.
Accidentally freeze them to death.
And I play as Garthus, who is a Goliath that got tricked by a stupid freaking hammer, but I, at the same time, love the hammer because it's a talking hammer and it's powerful.
Talking, evil, annoying hammer that's fucks with
Oh,
us.
I also have a vendetta to kill Brad's first character, which one of our other
not a
members
death.
probably won't like. So,
It's a good campaign.
It's a good campaign.
It's got a lot in it.
Mr. HJ Tenchi, where can people find you?
Hello, 1 to 9 p.m. BST, Monday through Saturday. Always there, unless I'm here, would be the only exception on Wednesdays. And we're going to play some retro games as we do after D&D. And then the rest of the days, we're going to be going back to Dragon Age 2, then Inquisition, Vampire Masquerade, and Jade Empire coming up as well.
Nice.
Ooh, Vampire the Masquerade. That's gonna be
Yeah, I
fun.
never played it. So
I
it should
don't
be
play
interesting.
that either.
It's a damn good game.
It's
I haven't
supposed to be really
finished
good,
it.
yeah.
I haven't finished it, but it's damn good.
Damn good. Mr. Fairlight Excalibur.
What's up, guys? I'm Fairlight Excalibur. You can find me streaming usually 7 days a week because I have no life, and right now I'm currently addicted to RimWorld. So that's just been
You
that
too,
nonstop.
huh?
Yeah, it's good. Have you played it?
A lot.
It's
Like 270 hours.
yeah,
Yes.
it's yeah. Yesterday I had my first huge raid on the colony, and all my people got their eyes blown out, legs blown off.
And you're like, this is the best game ever.
Died
And
of
I was like, I love
frustration.
this game, and now I'm gonna go cry in a corner because I lost all my favorite guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, live every night. Twitch.tv/Fairlight_Excalibur. Although tonight I have to play Overwatch with Anthony.
I'm so sorry.
He's got a promotion. He's got a promotion to go play Overwatch, and he's like hardly played it at all. So I told him I'd help him practice. So that should be fun. Also, Raj is back, and so is all of the bullcrap. That's great.
Did you see that part where I jumped up in the air and turned upside down and caught a fireball and then sliced a dude in half?
Very good. I mean, I hated it, but very good.
Yeah.
What? Brad, okay. Were you expecting the fight to be harder than that?
No.
No, he said he was expecting it to be pretty easy.
Expecting we would just kind of blow them out?
Fucking good you guys are. Yeah, I like shadow demons are scary, but not at level 6. Like it's just whatever. I just expected you to go in and fuck with them. Yeah, I wasn't even sure if you would go in. I was just freaking you out before when I was like, "This is an optional fight." Remember, just because I know that. Like,
Yeah.
Oh man, I was kind of scared. Then you
Oh,
go
I
in.
was already scared of it.
I was, and the funny thing is, I didn't even use protection from evil to like
Yeah.
make them all have disadvantage on every attack. we could it could have been even more stupid.
Yeah,
But the
Is
haste, that haste spell is disgusting.
Is it
It's
possible to get
beautiful.
addicted to a spell? Is that a thing? Like,
Yeah, you're already addicted to haste.
Well, what is haste? Level 2 spell.
Level 3.
It's a level 3 spell. So it consumes some good spell slots to cast it twice, and also it's concentration. So if he gets hit, he has to do a con save.
Yeah.
And then
But
we
to cast it
we
twice,
lose our next turn.
no, it only
So-
takes one spell slot to cast it.
can I
twice.
get this in like a potion form, like
Oh
skooma,
dear.
maybe?
Oh, he's really addicted.
Yeah, I think
Too
that's
late.
The
called.
funny
that's,
thing is,
you know, it's
the
funny.
funny thing is
Save him.
the funny thing is he could cast haste on Lash, and she just wouldn't feel anything different because literally haste is just you get all the rogue special abilities
Yeah.
here.
I actually have a potion of speed on me.
Oh.
You have, I was gonna say, I feel like I gave you guys a,
Yeah.
potion, a haste potion at one point.
Oh.
Because you have the ability to do it.
Yeah,
even
it's
if you're
only me.
magic. Well, yeah, it's just it is what it is. Stuff will probably get more difficult from now on, though. I think because level 6 is when shit starts to get difficult on CR level.
Like I
'Cause
said.
stuff starts getting counter spell and shit like that back on you and starts
wow.
to hit fucking hard. It's at level 6 when stuff like you miss getting hit a lot, but when you're fighting one thing, a lot of the time, if it does hit you, it fucking hits you hard.
Yeah.
It's when stuff starts to like one shot characters out of the fucking sky and stuff like that.
Oh,
So,
God.
We're getting into the it's that where they can like do insane damage if they land a hit, and we're also getting to the stage of the game where there's going to be lots of different enemies that can like paralyze you, blind you, restrict you.
this is where spells and conditions start to begin to really
Like status effects, like getting poisoned, blinded, deafened, and frightened, so that on your turn you're doing everything with disadvantage and you like can't move.
Oh boy.
That's what we're going to be up against.
Okay,
until-
you have
up until
fire
4.
artillery from the back line.
Yeah,
The
if you have the right setup, like you went into that fight very prepared, and while in it, you're very strong in that fight. So, like approaching all fights like that, you'll always be fine. Because I generally don't throw too much of an unfair fight
Mhm.
at you.
Unless we're always gonna one shot our mage, or sorry, our healer in every fight.
But
Which
it's like,
is
yeah.
a problem.
it also helps that we knew exactly what we were up against. That makes a big
Yeah,
difference.
yeah.
'Cause,
I had a
like,
lot of bad rolls as well in that one. To be fair, like I rolled a
Yeah,
lot.
4 1s in a
Like,
row.
I rolled a lot of 3s here as well. I was like, is my dice fucking weighted wrong or something?
Those two
We
nat 20s
paid
though.
Emma to come in there and weight them.
Yeah, that was nice
so,
today.
So yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. You guys are still very strong though. Like Raja aside, you even without him, you guys are broken anyway. Thanks for the sub, Brotato.
Just
Talking of Brotato, where can people find you, Brotato?
Y'all can find me on my channel playing D&D
In Canada.
this Sunday. Find me in Canada, on my channel, Canada, twitch.tv/Canada.
Canada.
Where I'll be doing a live interview with Justin Trudeau on
Yay.
why he
Nice.
hates British people so much.
Hey,
Okay.
So that's
I'm lumped
that's
into
happening
that as well. Why me?
tomorrow, noon Eastern. That's happening, and this Sunday, yeah, D&D this Sunday on my channel, same time as Dustvale, 3 p.m. Eastern.
What?
And go join our goddamn Discord. There's so many
Go
people
join the
complaining
Discord.
that they don't get the Twitch emails for these campaigns. Join our fucking Discord, for Christ's sakes.
I feel like Tuesday Grey doesn't deserve a
Pretty much
shout-out.
not.
That's
No.
so
No,
goddamn
I
right.
agree.
No.
Yeah,
Tuesday
I'll just
Grey.
say, join the Discord.
Join that Discord. No, where can people find you, Tuesday?
People can find me at /Tuesday Gray in all the internet places, and they can also find me Friday playing Obelisk of the Sky with BradWOTO here at 4 p.m. on Exploding Dice channel, and it's going to be a one-off for charity, so you guys should be there and throw your money at the kids who need it.
I expect you all to be there. Yes, on
what are you going to be
Friday.
playing that day, Lash, or Tuesday?
Lash.
playing Lash.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
playing as Lash. Okay.
Yep. She'll
Yeah,
probably die
everyone-
pretty quick though.
Everyone's playing their characters in stuff that I've run for them before, because I know I get to just immediately kill them. And then a bunch of pre-gens come out. Like there's all sorts of weird shit. One of the pre-gens, if you go through all of my pre-gen characters that I've made, the final one that comes out is Cloud Strife, and he has a 20 in everything except for
Oh god.
and he's like
That's
ridiculously broken just to get through the thing.
amazing.
But I have all these, like, we made a load of characters. They're all like homebrewed individual interesting characters. So when you die, you just get one of those. I was gonna do the Russian doll thing, but then I was like, I feel like it would actually. You want to do that, or do you want to be a random character? I don't know what you.
I'll be random. The Russian doll thing would be hilarious.
It would be funny, but I also feel like you'll get annoyed because you'll be like, "I just playing Lash and Lash."
Yeah.
But I was just gonna make a smaller Lash come out of Lash,
and I'll just make my voice smaller
every time. But yeah, I don't know. So everyone is playing like random characters. We've got Tuesday Gray, Kiwo, Vertigo Gaming, and Tiger Writer, as well as Askren, who is Exploding Dice. It happens on the Exploding Dice channel. It's not on this channel.
Good group.
It's for St. Jude's. It's like 3 to 4 hours long. It's just a proper fuck around. You can donate to affect things that happen. Like I said earlier on, like one of the things you can do is just donate. I don't know the exact amount yet, but it's going to be like $100, and you instantly kill a player character.
Oh my god!
Is there going to be a swear jar or something?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. So just show up if you like D&D or all these streamers. Come to the Exploding Dice channel on Friday at 4 EST. Even if you don't like D&D, just fucking show up and throw a fucking $5 in, because it's for charity. And you fucking you don't fuck with charity.
No, you don't.
Especially
around Christmas. Guilt trip.
So hopefully we'll see you there on Friday. If not, we'll see you next week for more Dust Vale. It's not like Christmas Day next week, is it? It's
No.
No.
What are we
No,
doing?
it's Monday, the
In
Monday
fact-
after, I think.
We got the
Yeah, I
20th
think-
and 27th, so that should be fine, but we'll work that out off stream. We should be here next week, so we'll see you then. Thanks for watching, everyone. Let's let people go to fucking bed, including me.
Good night.
Peace, dudes.
See you guys next week.
Bye.